All right, they can hear us. They cannot see us, obviously. Hello out there, YouTube people. It is I, StrawHatLucas, and welcome to the first stream of One Piece TLA One Piece D&D for Group 14, Mikey's Men, as we are commonly known as. Can I get a rabble for Mikey, everybody? Just a good old rabble.
Rabble.
That's it. That's peak. I'm fixing
all the rabbling of rabbles.
Yeah, your boy forgot to put chat on stream, so I'm doing that right now. So why don't we go ahead and start introducing everybody? Myself, I am StrawHatLucas. Welcome to my channel. Go check out my Rambling Addiction series. Just dropped a whole special episode on Zatch Bell last night. I'm going to ask everybody to introduce themselves and tell us what player or character you are playing today. Let's start with Angel.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Thought we were gonna start with Arthur, but let's go. I am Angel's Room, and I play Mitch Johnson, a professional wrestler who was part of the WWE. WWE, yeah.
The WWE.
Yes.
All right. Next up is Drage. Drage, why don't you tell the lovely people who you play?
Oh, hello, YouTube. I'm playing the lovely Suiryu, who is the older brother and most responsible one between me and Kiryu. Nice to meet you.
Beautiful. I love that you are already in character. That just makes it so much better. Next up...
Character. What is this character you speak of?
Character. What is this character you speak
Oh,
of?
I know what you said.
Next up is the musician of the LxrD, Mr. JoshuaVykthor. Why don't you tell the lovely people who you're playing, Josh?
I'm gonna play Kiryu, the smarter, the better, the more handsome brother of Suiryu.
Oh, he's adorable. He's already trying to be better than me.
Let's
Because I
go.
am better than you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's yet to be proven, brother.
Oh, the role-playing has already started. Let's go. Next up is the wonderful special grade sorcerer of the anime and manga scene, one of my closest friends, SSJ8 Cody. How we doing today, brother?
Hi there, partner. I'm feeling pretty good.
Who you playing today, Cody?
I'm playing a cowboy.
I already love him. And next up, last but certainly not least, the leader of all of Mikey's men, Mikey D himself, ToriMori. Why don't you take us off, ToriMori?
What is good, chat? Thank you. Today, I'm seeing a ton of wonderful faces in the chat already. Thank you, huge thank you to all the players here today. Great intros. I'm excited to see how this crew is gonna come together. I had a couple housewarming things I just wanted to get out of the way. I won't usually have too much I want to say here on the front end before we get into the game, but first of all, I want to give a shout out to one of our players who is not here. Suffice it to say, there was a bit of a last minute hiccup, and unfortunately Ragnar could not be here with us today. He gave us the okay to just hit it and have fun with session 1, so huge shout out to him. I know work toiling away. Another thing I wanted to bring up, which people may or may not know this is going to be a slightly more sporadically scheduled D&D session. We're all pretty busy. We all are we're all over the country, the continental US, but we also have a few international friends in the mix as well. So we're balancing with a lot of factors here. So yeah, just want to say, keep an eye out for when those will be. We'll always figure it out and send out those locked in dates as soon as they're available. But thank you guys for joining us here today on this wonderful, for me, Thursday afternoon. It's looking great outside. I have a little bit of a case of the shin splints, but other than that, I'm doing perfect. I've been
Let's
so
go.
excited at work this morning. Yeah, man, dude, I was thinking about this all day. I got to stand out in the sun too, which was really nice. Just got me feeling in the groove for this. So without further ado, one last thank you to everybody who is joining me today. This is my first campaign DMing. So thank you all for your patience. I know there have been some, I guess, hiccups and hurdles along the way, you know, on my end. And I thank you guys for bearing with me on this learning curve. There might be a few more, just to play it fair, but I am really going to try hard to make this a fun time for you guys, if nothing else. So without further ado, I say we just get started.
Let's go.
Wealth, fame, power. These are our ideals our world is built upon. Ideals people strive in the name of success for. Ideals our systems rely on. Yet I find there is more to life. Laughter and romance, and above all else, the promise of the next island. Excerpt from Far Away by Jean-Luc Arnault, Explorer.
Anybody else got chills?
Spire.
We open on the South Blue, under a sunny sky with steadily roiling clouds in the distance. They brew and form and grow darker at somewhat of an alarming rate, but on this stretch of sea, under this blue sky, on this ship, it is still a beautiful day. The ship is called the High Archibald, and it flies a Jolly Roger, a pirate symbol that bears the defined brow line, strong chin, a hard jawline, and the high cheekbones of what can only be described as somebody named Chad across a pair of crossed bones. And behind it, following, is a one-man boat with a small cabin. And, very fittingly, one man on board. Cody, do you want to give us a little hint at what is going on here and who this person is trailing behind the High Archibald?
It's a boat with a guy named Chad on it.
No, that's the Archibald.
The Jolly Roger is it's a skull and crossbones in the likeness of can only be described as the skull of somebody named Chad. It has very defined high cheekbones, a hard jawline, and a defined eyebrow ridge.
I don't know. I don't know if I would know who this is. Can I
No,
make a
no.
roll for history?
He's asking for the person that's following behind them in the little boat, which I think is you.
That's me?
It's a certain familiar cowboy.
Holy smokes. I guess, yeah, I'm playing Arthur D. Morgan. He looks like Arthur Morgan from Red Dead. He's 27, to the prime of his youth. He's a bounty hunter, and he's out to figure out what people have betrayed him. He's a very stoic man, so I guess I'm following this ship, and I'm thinking, damn, I'm gonna get me a bounty today.
Absolutely, absolutely. We move over onto the deck of the High Archibald, whose deck bustles with activity. Currently, there are a smattering of people who move about, and the cowboy can see a few of these heads bobbing around, though none of them seem to really notice, especially being on board the ship. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of story, and a good bit of work done as well. At the helm, though, stands the captain, a young man in an oversized captain's coat with an overeager grin on his face. And he has his hands on his hips as he declares, "Turner, I do say this is truly the beginning of our adventure." At his side is a far older, far taller man with a shaved head and his arms crossed. This man is Captain Miles' first mate, named Turner, and he stares off at the distant horizon with Captain Miles and simply nods and grunts and says, "Well, if you say it so." And meanwhile, on the main deck just below them, with only one other, I guess you could call them chore boys on the deck, is a rather tall fellow himself, and he catches himself glance up at the captain and the first mate, but he quickly gets back to work. Lucas, you want to go ahead and give us more of the skinny here?
Oh, hanna, 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 hanna. I cannot wait to make this deck shine for the captain. And Leadbelly stands at 9'3" cleaning the ever-living hell out of the deck of this ship and admiring the man who took him aboard and got him off the island he had spent so long on. And I want to flavor this a little bit, that I have little hands coming up and like squeaking little spots on the ship here and there, like as I clean. But yeah, there is
the other chore boy, whose name is Willie Bill. He is mopping along, and he keeps kind of darting his eyes at the hands that swab the deck that are just kind of like growing out of the wood itself. And he has spent a few days now beside this very interesting devil fruit ability, but he is not exactly used to devil fruits, and this one especially is not quite sitting right with him. But as he passes, he can't help but say, "He's doing a really good job, though." Okay.
Willie Billy, you know the best cure for cleaning is singing. And then I go into a song and I'm like, "Everybody knows that you got ulterior motives. Tell me the truth." And I just keep cleaning.
Oh, goodness gracious. And Willie Bill just kind of like mops back away from Leadbelly. It's at this point that Leadbelly hears a chorus of laughter from behind him, and over on a little stretch of the ship where some of the men are lounging, 4 of the Nuban pirates in particular are crowded around another rather big guy. This guy big in a different way. He is all muscle, and he is... Angel, you want to take it away?
Yes, I'm here. All right. Hold on, I needed to do something. I was doing something real quick. I'm Iron Mitch, the unbreakable, ship steering, portal having, kiss stealing, wheel and dealing son of a man.
Oh God, yes.
Will any of you step up to me?
The 4 guys around you just kind of like laugh and cheer. They're all like, "Oh yeah, dude, this guy is so cool. Oh my God, we could never beat you. Like, we would never try, but like, dude, you are so cool. Will you please just join the crew permanently? Like, we will go anywhere you want. We're already heading to the Grand Line."
I want to go to the Grand Line. Who's your captain?
Captain's over there. He's manning the helm right now. But I mean, nobody carves the water better than you, man. Like, you should really join our crew. We have loved having you around. You're a great time. Dude, that show you put on in Batteria was insane. And then
My
another
character
one
would be-
pipes up.
My
Another one
character-
pipes up and goes, how did he not get hit once? That was crazy.
My character will be smiling and be like, all right. He'll wave them off. Stop the glazing. All right, I know I'm great. You don't need to keep telling me I'm great.
Okay, Mitch, you just demand it, dude. A fight like that was unlike anything I've ever. That's all I'm saying. I know I speak for Captain Miles when I say you could join the crew permanently if you wanted.
My character, I would like my character to look at the captain, size him up. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is he muscular? Tall? How does he look like?
Captain Miles?
Yeah, my character would like to look at.
Captain Miles is a really young kid. Nobody really knows how old he is on the crew, but everybody can tell he's probably younger than like 22. And he's wearing like this big captain's coat that just makes him look even smaller than his like already shrimpy stature makes him out to be.
How did you guys come to start following this man? Or boy?
The four guys, like, they kind of shrug and look at one another, and they're like, well, to be honest, we didn't really join for him. It was Turner that convinced us.
Turner? I think I heard him yell that name earlier. Who the hell is Turner?
Wait, you know who Turner is? And they all like point at the first mate, and you can tell they don't just mean in terms of like the fact that he is your first mate. They are like looking at you a little confused and certainly like bewildered, I suppose you would say, that somebody doesn't know about Turner. But speaking of, at this point, it is Turner that walks onto the main deck with his arms still crossed, and he looks around with a bit of a hard expression, and he points first at Leadbelly and then at Mitch. And he says, you two, come here. New orders.
I'm still singing. I'm like, and I'm just like stepping up to him. What's up, first mate?
Turner is pretty usually like stoic at best and stern and really like serious at most of the other times. But when you do that, he can't help but crack a little chuckle, and he's like, I really appreciate you can find joy in your work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he says, as Mitch walks up as well, he points at him. I need you to shave off a bunch more ice and go put it on the Lion Man downstairs. And then he points at you, Leadbelly, and says, and you bring a bowl of slop down to the prisoner, okay?
Okay. Can do. And I head to the kitchen to get the slop. Then.
My character will have a confused expression like, did I agree to help to be on board this ship? It would be
Turner doesn't even like really wait for confirmation. He like kind of gives a perfunctory nod after he gives his orders. He's already turned around and he's walking back over to Captain Miles at the helm.
Can I cast message?
Sure. What are you? Who are you casting message on?
Angel.
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, Angel, a little mouth and ear is gonna pop out of your cheek real quick and just say, it'd be best to listen to the first mate. He gets cranky when people don't listen to him. And then it just disappears.
okay. Well, I'm gonna do what I do best, and my character will walk towards the helm. That is what he will do.
Turner, he's like walking up the stairs back to that helm deck, and he hears you like following him, and he stops and turns and furrows his brow, and he's like, "Didn't you hear me? Go put some ice on the body."
There's a body now.
Oh my god. Turner fully turns now, and he kind of leans on the handrail, and he's like, "Where did you come from, man? Yeah, there's a lion down deck. That's all anybody's been able to talk about for like the last week since we got it."
I've been hearing people talk about Mitch Johnson. You ever heard of him?
He kind of does that thing where like he's looking you in the eye, and then his eyes kind of look both ways, and then he's like, "Yes," and he just turns and walks back up to Captain Miles at that.
My character will kind of pout and be like, "Who cares about a lion when you have Mitch Johnson on the ship?" And he'll go do whatever what that guy asked. It's the least since he's on board a ship that is not here.
Gotcha. Well, so Mitch heads with Leadbelly into the cabin where the kitchen is with all the ice and the cook who's got lunch ready. But as Turner rejoins Captain Miles faces forward, just kind of humming along to himself, and Turner alone faces the rear of the ship. And he locks eyes with a certain cowboy who just absolutely silently was able to steer his boat faster up alongside the High Archibald, loop a rope around it to anchor himself to it, and climb on board. And does he have anything to say as he locks eyes with Turner, the first mate?
Looks like you have turned your way this time.
I get that one more time.
I said Turner, you turned your last time.
His eyes narrow as he stares at you. And Captain Miles can see him like from the side, and Captain Miles stops humming. He kind of furrows his own brow. He looks at his first mate and says, What's wrong?" Turner just flashes him a quick side eye and then grabs him by the shoulder and slowly positions him behind Turner. So Turner is in between Arthur and Captain Miles. With that, real quick, we are going to cut to the kitchen where Leadbelly and Mitch head inside to meet Cook Ken Cosgrove, who is toiling away at the stove with the crew's lunch for the day. And already on the table behind him is a bowl of, it looks kind of just like vaguely gray, vaguely brown slop with like a gravy put on top. And he hears you both enter. He turns to you. He's like, "Hey, what do you guys need? Lunch isn't ready just yet."
I need some gruel for the prisoner. Sorry. I've been in a singing mood all day, my man. But yeah, I need some gruel. I gotta take it down to the prisoner. That's what not Vice Captain, First Mate Turner asked me to do. And I'm like snapping my fingers, and as I do, like little hands come out at the top of them and like snap as well. So it's like 4 snaps.
Ken Cosgrove kind of like looks at the snapping fingers, and he's just like, "Oh my god, that's maybe one of the creepiest things I've ever seen."
No, you're
he
silly,
just turns
man.
and he turns and gets back to like stirring this pot of soup. And he jerks a thumb over his shoulder at the bowl and says, Well, there it is. Yeah, go for it. It's ready. Leftover mashed
Yeah.
potatoes as usual.
Thanks, Cosgrove. I got you. I know that's not his name, by the way. He just and Leadbelly just walks over, grabs the scroll, and starts like shaunting his way out to head towards where the prisoner is being kept. And he kind of like looks at Angel's character and is like, "You coming with me, or you going to the Lion?" I think they're in the same place, actually. I can't remember. I'm still getting used to this shit.
going. I am going to the Lion. I need some ice.
Oh,
And
got some
Ken
pipes.
brushes his hands off. He kind of goes, "Oh, right," and he moves over to this little miniature freezer they have. As he opens it, a big gust of like steam comes out, and you can see this pretty sizable block of ice, but it's definitely whittled down. And as Ken walks over to it, and he takes one chisel off the wall and hands it to Mitch, and takes another chisel for himself, starts picking away at it. He says to him, "After you put this down on the body, you should let the captain and the first mate know that we're running out of ice. It'll probably be enough for one more chipping before it just is gone." And he starts putting all the chipped ice in a big bucket for you. And then he kind of like lifts the bucket. He's like, ooh. And as he hands it to you, how does Angel handle that bucket?
My character will hold out 2 hands and be like, "Hoorah! I got you. I'm gonna take it."
Thanks for doing that, man. My back could not take it anymore. I am meant to stir a pot and have a good time. And he goes over to this little bottle you guys now notice by the cookware, and he like unscrews this little cap and just like downs the whole thing, and he kind of like chuckles and then puts a finger to his lips as he throws it away.
Damn. I wish those people that were talking to me earlier were here. They probably would do this stuff for me. And my character will
Yeah,
go to the
man,
Lion.
I guess so. I think everybody's pretty tired of hauling that ice, and I mean, between you and Captain Turner, I don't really know who else can do it as easily.
Captain Turner, he's the first mate. Is there a coup d'etat
Right,
going on?
shit. Don't tell Miles I said that, okay? Sorry. Please don't tell Miles I said that. And he just gets back to like stirring the soup, and he's like, go feed the prisoner or whatever. Forget I said anything.
I remember it.
You say that, but he ignores it, but like he's sweating a little. He's definitely sweating as you guys are heading to the brig in the underbelly where the body are being kept. And as you both head down the stairs, you notice the empty, dank brig where a little bit of seawater, not very much at all, but enough to like slosh from end to end of the ship, is like indeed doing just that, sloshing back and forth. And that brings us to the prisoner in the rightmost cell. Josh, you want to take it away as you notice Leadbelly and Mitch come down the stairs?
Yeah, I had enough time to sleep. So, what are you guys here for?
I'm here to feed you some gruel, my man. And I like
What?
gruel. I think. I don't know. It's kind of gray and soupy, but it's food, I guess. And I like shove through the bars the bowl.
What the hell is this?
I
Don't
have
you
no
some
idea.
meat? Don't you have some meat, some cheese, maybe an entire pizza?
That's a lot to ask, actually. What did you do? Like, why are you in here?
Beats me.
It beats you? So they just locked you up?
Well, I used this shit just to get to the next island. I don't care how I got there.
Huh. I might have to ask the captain about this. What's your name?
Captain Turner.
Actually, Leadbelly would
Captain
know at this point that this is a castaway that the crew stumbled upon floating around in the water and rescued. And as soon as they pulled him out of the water, he seemed weakened beyond belief, but he suddenly sprang into action and in a manic state started just swinging on people left and right. And the only thing you all could make sense of is that he was screaming the name Noko, and then he accidentally killed the old helmsman of the crew, resulting in Turner punching him in the head, knocking him out instantly, and tossing him in the brig.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to him, well, you look like you've calmed down a lot. I mean, you did kill somebody. That's the problem, I think. I don't know. I've only been on the ship a couple days myself. I don't know. You seem pretty chill, though. I can't let you out, though.
Anyway, do you know where my briefcase is? The giant metal one? Like the size of me?
What's a briefcase?
It doesn't matter. We didn't come here to chit-chat with this man.
I don't know.
Anyway,
He seems pretty cool.
lying?
You know,
Yeah.
Mitch, I love you. I just want you to know that. You're so boisterous.
You.
Get
Boy,
a room, bro.
A lot of people say that to me.
Yeah, I just found out what love was like 2 months ago, so I've just been saying it to everyone. And then
Wow.
Leadbelly like looks at the prisoner whose name he does not know yet, and is just like, you know what? I like the cut of your jib. I don't think it's fair that they've kept you locked up this long, especially since it seems you've come to your senses a little bit. I think I'm gonna talk to the captain and Turner and see if they will let you go.
So,
And
so
about
you think
this,
too.
no, I said
Well,
Captain
I-
and Turner. Now, Captain
Well, I
Miles
would
is pretty
appreciate
cool.
that.
Oh, yeah. And then I can look for this, what do you call it? Sand case? Sandwich? Were you talking about a
Briefcase.
sandwich? Briefcase. That's what it was. I still don't know what that is. And then Leadbelly's gonna, like, start jaunting away and be like, bye!
Yeah, I guess, what's his name? Mitch will go to the light and be like, here you go, kitty. Here you go.
Yes, so Mitch goes into the leftmost cell in the brig. And there is a, like, very ramshackle looking casket crafted in there, slightly bigger than this crazy looking lion man beast thing that's laying in the casket, kind of surrounded by ice. There's like, it's slightly melty ice. It definitely needs some refreshing as you look at it and dump that ice in there. But what's really noticeable about the Lion Man is this
Excuse me, sorry.
sort of living smile on its face, just kind of stuck there.
Oh my god. I think I just found my best friend. I'm freeing this lion. A smile. Actually, I shouldn't say I'm freeing it, but I want to try to wake it up.
Okay, give me.
Seems
I
like the
don't
kid's
even
gonna
really
kill
know
you.
what to do for that. I guess give me a.
Animal handling.
I guess. Give me animal handling or strength.
Oh my god. Wait, can I go in straight? Because I didn't hear if I knew you said straight.
Sure, you rolled it before I said that. You can, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god. Yo, actually, I just realized my strength ain't even that good. But hey, just go with it.
You got this, brother.
Yeah,
two.
I mean, you shake the body around, the ice kind of rattles in the casket, but it's just still. The smile isn't moving or anything, but there's just something slightly alive about it. But for all
No.
intents and purposes, it looks dead. It seems dead. It feels dead.
Mitch will start crying. I just met you, and you're dead. Oh.
The body lays there.
Oh, this is painful. My heart. And he'll walk away, crying.
Well, as you both are kind of finishing up your business up there, suddenly you hear a huge boom on the main deck. Like, it sounds like someone slammed onto the deck and it like reverberates and shakes the ship.
No, that was Leadbelly. No, I'm trying to...
Okay.
You guys
Whoa,
say
what was
anything, or
that?
you just gonna head up and check out what's going on?
Nah, my character will keep crying. He's in distraught. He just lost his best friend within seconds of meeting him.
The body has no real way of understanding relation, emotion, or connection, and is in the casket full of ice.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, I'm just saying he left the casket. He's understood. It's dead. It seems.
For sure, for sure. I love this. That was a very unexpected bromance.
That was, yeah.
But as you guys head back to the main deck, and you head through the kitchen, head back out to the main door, you notice that everything has totally shifted. The skies above you are now roiling with those heavy, heavy dark clouds as well. The crew itself is really on edge and like clustered up together, except for Turner, who kind of stands in the middle of the deck, and then Miles just behind him. Still, Turner's still kind of placing himself in between Miles, and this newcomer that you both see, this cowboy whose hand kind of hovers at his side where his 6-shooter rests.
Oh, man.
Listen here, Turner. I'm gonna make it real simple. You tell me where he is, and I won't have to get rid of you too.
I'm telling you for the last time, I don't know what the hell you're talking about or who this rat is. I am just trying to get to the Grand
You
Line.
thought you was a clever little man hiding behind a boy, but you can only hide for so long.
Turner bows his head and kind of like hoods his eyes at your comment, and he says, I would never try to hide behind a child again.
I want to make an insight check on that. This motherfucker's lying. Oops.
Run it.
This mother person.
You're good, bro.
There we go.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow!
I want to say, Mitch would turn to Leadbelly and be like, I think Turner's coup d'etat has
And
started.
so it
Wait, you think there's
begins.
a coup de bras? Wait, what did you say? I don't know what that is. But I do think that Turner, it looks like he was going to try to fight. Is the captain fighting? I don't know who's fighting, but that cowboy looks cool as hell.
With that critical insight, Arthur has been following Turner's bounty for a little bit now, and he has studied up some on Turner, and from that comment he can kind of connect the dots, and they're like very real. I didn't expect this, so I'm trying to think how to word this best. Arthur would know that there was a great scandal that ended the Dread Pirate Turner's career that involved a child many years ago, over at least 3 decades at this point.
Alright, so like as he makes that comment about I would never hide behind a child again, as soon as he makes that, I draw my pistol and I'll be like, "Don't play games with me, Turner." And I'm gonna aim my pistol and cock it right at him. I am not here for liars or people who turn coat.
You people. Just making judgment calls all along, just acting like you know everything. And he kind of had his head bowed still, but now he like shoots it up and is locked eyes with you again. And he continues and says, I just wanted out. And now I'm back in for good. And what am I going to do with that? I'm going to stay free. And all of a sudden, a huge wave crashes against the side of the ship. The sea is starting to get really tumultuous as this storm brews on the horizon where it's darkest, still pretty far off, but I mean, steadily getting closer. Lightning is striking and cracking, and one of them literally bounces off of the top of the sea far away. And, some of the crew are like looking over their shoulders at this tempest that the ship is still very much heading right toward, and this brewing conflict between this bounty hunter that's just shown up out of and their first mate.
Through the tumultuous storm, I'm gonna keep eye contact with Turner, never breaking eye contact. Being like, you know, this ends one of two ways. I mean, you can always turn a new leaf, Turner.
How about I give you one last offer? And he like takes a single step forward, but it almost feels like you and he are like talking alone in a way. And he says, I just noticed Kiryu's message. He says, I will make this one final offer to you. I have so much valuable treasure and loot here that we have amassed here in the South Blue. I will give you a cut of what we have for you to just walk away. It won't be everything I'm worth. He says this really fast and like puts a hand up before anyone can like make any protestation. It won't be nearly that much, but I can give you enough to be satisfied.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna do. This is what Arthur Morgan would do. He would raise his pistol up at him and say, "It's not about the money. It's about doing the right thing." And I'd roll a hit.
When Leadbelly hears that, he like perks up and is like, "Oh, I like this guy," but he's about to shoot Captain Turner. And then I turn to Mitch and I'm like, this could get interesting.
You said Captain Turner again.
Fuck. Oh, dang it.
You can't even follow by your own rules. How foolish of you.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised no one else besides me and Cody have said it. Like,
well, 17 is great, but it actually doesn't hit, and we'll say that another one of these great waves slams against the side of the ship. And Arthur's shot may have connected, but because of that last second little bump, his bullet just whizzes off into the storm, you know, just off sky high.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, rah, 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 rah. He said all that cool stuff just to miss. Ooh,
Hanna. That's clever.
Everybody doesn't have too much time to laugh, to be honest. You guys get that out, but waves continue to crash the ship. And everybody's starting to get jostled now. People are losing their footing a little bit. You guys see Billy Willie over on the side, and he tumbles onto his back and like rolls toward the banisters on the side of the ship, and he's like, ah! He just kind of gives out one of those classic screams.
Uh,
But these waves are getting heavy.
should
So
we
if
roll?
I could-
Should we roll acrobatics then to see if like we stay standing?
I could get a deck save actually from everybody.
Okay, hell yeah.
I would like
Everybody? Okay.
with this deck save, I would like to Mitch would like to like look around and
Holy
assess the situation, see if this is a storm seems to be of a natural causes or could be from outside sources.
Okay, very interesting. You definitely passed the deck save. You all actually passed the deck save. So you three are still standing. Turner is still standing as well. He actually doesn't even budge. Like, it's like the waves aren't even hitting the ship. It's like you never fired that bullet. He is like staring daggers at Arthur.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm a helmsman. I shouldn't have had to make that check, I think.
I think you are right. Either way, it still remains the same.
You know,
if
they
you wanna
say,
roll-
Mr. Turner, everybody gets one. And I click my gun again, and I'm like, no, we can do this the easy way, or you can make it the hard way.
As you say that, a few of the other crewmates on the ship are like falling over and like crying out. They're like, Captain, First Mate, this is kind of an intense storm. I think we should just focus on this right now. And rain starts to come down. I heard somebody about to say something. Who was that?
It was me, but it's okay. You're good.
So is this does this seem to be like a normal storm?
Yeah, what were you wanting to roll for that?
I don't know. I would say investigation. I don't even know if my investigation is good.
Do a nature check for me, please.
Ooh, nature. Actually, nature is better. Well, I don't know about for me, but it's a better choice. Oh yeah. Well, hope for the best.
Would I
got a
be able to
16.
notice, because I'm observant, if this is a normal storm or not?
Cannon, I already said it in chat. Leadbelly right now is just belting out Africa by Toto.
I would give you advantage on a similar nature check for that.
Nature check? Oh.
So the-
Nice. It do be raining in Africa. That man do be right. But don't worry. I'm focused right now. It's you and me. Me and you.
Yeah, Mitch is a little skeeved out by the storm, but I mean, upon just examining it a little further, he kind of deduces, okay, this is fine. Arthur, exact same. He quickly judges, says, this is gonna pass in like 5 seconds. More focused on Turner. And unfortunately, though, the greatest wave of all suddenly crashes over the ship and washes Cook Ken Cosgrove, as well as a smattering of other crewmates over the side. And as the water splashes over and carries them away, they kind of give out like a pitiful cut off scream of like, help! But not even the P. They don't even hear the P. I mean, they're already overboard and washed asunder. Captain Miles is freaking out for at least insofar as Mitch can tell the first time ever. He's usually like kind of like a like that kind of personality, but he's like, yo, Turner, what's happening? And Turner just kind of turns his head ever so slightly over his shoulder and says, calm down and hold on to something, kid.
Yeah, calm down, turn yourself in.
An opposite wave crashes against from the other side. If I could please get one more deck save from you guys.
I got you. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Mitch's got this.
Wow. Okay, so with this second wave,
So I'm saying,
everybody else pretty much is washed off the ship. This includes Leadbelly, this includes Arthur, and this includes pretty much everybody else on the Nuban Pirates crew, Billy Will, everybody washed off in that last wave. Everybody is screaming and panicking as water is overtaking the deck. Mitch actually does fall down, but grabs onto the banister as he almost slides off. And he is able to see, really quick, Turner fall over, grab onto the rigging hanging down from the mast at this angle, and he grabs Captain Miles by the collar. As Captain Miles screams the most boyish scream in the world, he almost flies straight off the deck. Turner has him in his hand and says, "I got you, boy! I got you!" Right before another huge wave washes Mitch off of the deck of the ship as well. Going back to the brig really quick. Is there anything Kiryu is up to down here that he would like to remark upon while this great tempest and battle upstairs wages on?
Well, those guys are having too much fun. I guess it's time for me to leave. And I look back to my cellmate. It's been a pleasure for you to keep me company. But I have to take what's mine back and start searching for her again. Anyway, I haven't asked for your name yet. And you looks like you're much of a talker. How about that, Justin? Is that a cool name? I'd better be going before those guys come after my eye too. What's the plan, you ask? Well, kick their asses, get Crimson Cloud back, and that's what I need.
The storm rages on outside, and suddenly, the small ship belonging to Arthur Morgan cracks and cleaves the wood of the hull asunder as across from Kiryu's cell, where another small row of 3 cells are just across from like this stairwell, the little boat cleaves through the hull, and a great gust of water sweeps in.
Well, shit. Is there anything I can use to get out of the cell?
To be totally honest, bro, we leave it at, oh shit. And we are now going to cut as this storm rages on and throws the High Archibald and the ship asunder. All of a sudden, a crack of lightning shoots down and hits the tip of the flagstaff of the High Archibald, and it splits the mast asunder, which ricochets down into the main ship as it just is torn apart into pieces and gets submerged in this massive storm. But just there, just visible in the darkness of the storm, is the dark shape of an island. If I could, real quick from everybody, except for Drage, get an initiative check. This is not for combat, but just an initiative check real quick.
You said what?
If you could roll an initiative check real quick.
I got you.
I
You said
have
everyone
really
except
good
who?
swimming speed.
Everyone except the Devil Fruit users, I'm assuming?
Everyone except for Drage. And sorry, Cody, will you repeat that one more time?
I have really good swimming speed, just to let you know, because I washed over, so they could be able to like get my footing back in the water easily.
Absolutely.
I do not. I'm going in the water.
The devil fruit users pass out.
Awesome.
Everything goes black once you hit the water. The last thing you really remember is the storm. Except in Mitch's case, Mitch, remember that little thing you saw with Turner saving Miles. But back to this initiative, we move into all of a sudden a clear, cloudless sky. And we are on the shore of an idyllic white sand beach. Throughout it all, there is much debris, including the Jolly Roger of the Nuban Pirates, that Chad-esque face over the crossed bones. There are bodies washed up on shore too, some familiar faces. Unfortunately, Cook Ken Cosgrove, he is very much lifeless on the shore, as Arthur coughs and splutters up seawater, but does successfully swim up to shore, kind of clutching his chest, and he flops onto his back as he hits the sand and just stares up. Arthur, anything else?
Man, haven't felt swim like that since we had to get to Tijuana. Boy, Turner, I swear I'm gonna get you. And he lies back on his back, just letting the sun beat down on him as he plans his next move.
What is your passive?
Perception.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Absolutely notice that even aside from the bodies, you are not alone on the beach. And you're sitting there relaxing. As you're sitting there trying to relax, you suddenly notice that there's somebody else like sitting up just to the right of you. And you whip your head to notice it is Turner. He's sitting up. He actually looks the exact same as on the deck of the ship.
Gun is pulled on him. Gun is already drawn. I found you, some bitch.
Turner just stares out to sea as the waves splash across the sand, and he's like sitting with his knees up, and he's like kind of hugging his knees. His hands are clasped in front of his knees. He's not ignoring you, but he's just staring out to sea. And he says, I am not interested.
Yeah, neither am I, but I'm sure the courts will be. Now go ahead, put your hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used in a court of law. La la la. You didn't do it.
No. After he says all that, Turner has time enough just to kind of like shut his eyes. That's all he does. You can tell it's like slightly out of exasperation, but he's really not displaying a lot of emotion right now. But before anything else can happen, suddenly spluttering and coughing from the other side of Turner, Leadbelly sits up.
No. The sun shines down on me still. What luck. I feel like garbage. And I'm like shaking water off me, and I see the cowboy, and I'm like, hey, you survived as well. The sun shines down on you. Oh, and there's Turner. He
And
does
we're
not look
turning
good.
him in. No, he's not. And he's gonna look a lot better in a cell
Whoa.
with 3 meals a day. And don't get in my way. I'm here to make a bounty. I'm gonna start using my explorer's pack with the rope in it to start hog tying this man.
Whoa there,
Well,
whoa.
Turner actually looks fine. He just looks soaked. Otherwise he looks okay.
I was talking
Maybe
about
he's got
the thousand eye stare in his eyes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely looks a little messed up in that way.
Yeah.
But in terms of what Arthur is trying to do,
Yeah, as he starts trying to get the... Oh, he has to be at 23. Get the ropes on Turner, though. Leadbelly is going to start staggering up because he is a little weakened by the seawater still. And he's going to be like, whoa. So what did this guy do? Why are you coming after Mr. Turner here so bad?
yeah,
What do I
Cody,
roll
if you
to
want
beat
to...
that 23.
I was going to say, you can roll to contest it for, I would say, I guess either strength or... I would go with strength or dexterity to contest that.
Okay. Well, I don't
Yeah,
get the
I
rope
mean-
on him. And as I'm wrangling the rope on him, trying to wrestle him down, I'm like, this guy, his name is T. Pity. He changed his name to Turner, has been hiding, letting us. He first made Turner under this Captain Miles poke, and I'm here to get the bounty on Captain T. Pity.
Pity?
As you're doing all that, he kind of he just lets you for a second, and then he just sighs and grabs you by one hand by the wrist and then one hand by the collar and flips you over and then plants a foot on your back. And let me please get a strength save from you.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice.
So he does that, and he stops your initial hog tying, but to roll out from under his foot and out of his grasp. His heart's not really in this. He just kind of stares at you and shakes his head and goes, "Dude, stop." And at that point, funny enough, another person will wake up spluttering just down shore. Kiryu, what are your first initial thoughts as you behold this scene and come to?
Well, shit, that was not unexpected. Let's see, where the fuck is everything?
Do I see him on the shore?
Yeah, you all would pretty well notice him sit up and cough among all the other unmoving corpses.
Hey, it's Kiki! Look, he survived too. The sun shines on him.
What the
Whoa.
fuck do you call me Kiki?
That's your name, Kiki.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's your name then? You told me before, I just forgot.
It's Kiryu. Keep that in mind.
Gotcha, Kiki. Yeah, so... This cowboy, what is up?
Turner looks between Leadbelly and Kiryu, and at Leadbelly he says, "I'm glad to see you're all right. I wasn't too sure about you." And then he looks at Kiryu and says, "I'd say that earns your freedom. I definitely didn't expect you to survive." Cody, is that another rope wrangle? He's gonna rope wrangle again?
He's going for it.
As he walks away, he'll start talking to people. I'm gonna fashion the rope into a circle, and I'm gonna start rolling it over my head as cowboys do. I'm gonna be like, "You think you can walk away from me?" And I'm gonna throw the rope wrangle at him, and I'm gonna try to tie him in. I'm gonna try to entangle him in my rope.
Turner at this is going to stand up and just say, "Dude, chill. And
The only one who's not chill is the one who's not coming into the due process of the law.
he like does at a 7 as you like move on him with the rope, he does a little side swipe and like steps away. And at the same moment, who should walk out of the forest with a small bundle of firewood under his arm but Mitch?
Mitch! The sun shines down on all of us.
And then Mitch will come in and he'll be singing. He'll be like, he's the iron wall, unyielding and bold. In the squared circle, his story is told. Taking every hit, he stands tall. The wrestler known as the Iron Wall. And he'll basically just be singing that. You know, like, hello.
This pumps Leadbelly up. He's like, yeah, Mitch! And he starts clapping, and he tries to grow, like, little hands out of his arm, like he does a lot, and clap with those, but they kind of, like, wither away down into him because he's still covered in seawater. And you see it, like, on his face, like, his eyes kind of twitch for a second, like it hurts him. But he's, like, still keeping the smile and be like, Mitch! Yes! Yes!
When your character goes that, he's gonna drop the wood and start dancing. He goes, against all ropes. He bounces back. Every blow absorb no room for lack. Within determination, burning deep within. He fights with valor, ready to win. He's the Iron Wall, unyielding and bold. In the square circle, his story is told.
Oh, Leadbelly's getting down with this.
Yes. The wrestler known as the Iron Wall.
As y'all are doing this, Turner just kind of looks between you two, and then he looks at Arthur, the bounty hunter, and then he looks at Kiryu. And he just shakes his head and finally looks at a fifth figure in the sand. And you all kind of follow his gaze. And at this point, you would notice that is Captain Miles, very much dead. And he is kind of in the place where he would have been like right next to Turner, where Turner was sitting. And Turner just stares at him with the most morose look in his eyes. And he says, even nature doesn't let the cycle change. And he shakes his head and closes his eyes. And he looks again between the four of you and says, okay, look, all of our stories have just changed immeasurably, except mine. Yeah. I still need to get to the Grand Line.
No,
best of luck to all of you.
You're going to jail. That's where you're going, partner.
He just kind of like...
I'm sorry for the ask, but where the fuck did you put my weapon?
I was getting to that. It's right there. And Turner is like, he lets the sass out a little. Because he says that to you, Kiryu, but he's looking at Arthur, who's like still kind of like trying this whole bounty hunter thing on him, and he points to your briefcase, which is lying in the sand nearby.
Oh, perfect.
And he turns.
Oh, the boxer briefs! You found them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He turns and walks toward the edge of the jungle, which is just nearby, and you all see him stoop over to the body of the Lion Man as he drapes it over his shoulder and kind of like holds it by both arms. He turns to you all one last time and he says, I sincerely wish you all luck. Work together, work apart. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you. I really have places to be.
You are not
and he turns
leaving here. No, this is not happening. I'm shooting again.
Shoot again.
Okay.
Seems like someone forgot the place.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just shoot.
Damn. Well. At a 24, that does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I said you're not leaving. And I whip my revolver out of my side and I shoot it right into him for 2 damage. Probably like just barely grazing him or something, but...
As I see this, I'm going to walk up and be like, whoa! Whoa, partner. What can we do to get you to calm down on Turner? I mean, this man just lost everything. What was this crime you keep speaking of that, like, he did? Like, you say his name was T. Pity before, and he was something with a child. And while I'm saying this, Arthur, you can feel a presence coming off me because of my force of personality. It makes me more amenable, so like more friendly to you. You can tell, like, I mean you no harm at all, and that I'm trying to
I would feel that come over me, and I'd look at you and I'd be like, well, this man's worth 350 million berries. If I can get that kind of money, and I can get to Tijuana, find the rat who turned on my crew, and I can get my revenge. I can get my redemption.
Well,
I could put evildoers away and put my soul at ease.
Listen.
Wait, why am I telling you this? What's going on?
Hanna, that's the Leadbelly charm, baby. So listen to me. That guy is dead as a doornail, and I point over to Captain Miles. But he showed me something. Captains are the freest people, and I want to be free. So I'm going to put together a crew. Why don't you join me, and I can assure you, we will take you to this Tijuana place you speak of, and help you get revenge.
How about for starting crews, we catch this dude instead of letting him get away? Is he still there? Please don't let him get away. It's worth a lot of money.
So you, I guess, make that shot, and then that conversation happens?
Yep.
So you make the shot. That bullet embeds into, like, the top of his back, like in between his shoulders. It only does 2 damage, and he looks over his shoulder at you with one last glance and says, I strongly encourage another line of profession. And he just takes off into the jungle with that corpse draped over his back. He's gone.
Please, we gotta get this man. Please.
I got you. What's your name?
Call me Arthur.
Arthur. I like it. He's got
I'm gonna
gusto.
start chasing after him. I'm gonna start
He's gone. I'm gonna turn around and notice that Kiryu is trying to leave, and I'm like, hey, hold up, you, come here. What do you want to do?
Find my sister.
Your sister's missing. Now that's no good at all. Well, you
Well,
know
you
these
guys said
waters. Huh?
You guys really know how to throw a party, so but I have to leave. So
No, listen. Team up with me. Join me, and I will take you anywhere you need to go to help you find your sister. And then I look at Mitch and I'm like, and you as well. We're gonna join up. We're gonna join forces, like Turner said, and then we're gonna go find Arthur and figure out why he won't leave Turner alone. I've gathered some information on it. How about it, Mitch? What do you want to do? By the way, force of personality is still going. Like, so you guys are more amiable about this. Like, you guys, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. My character has no problem telling people his goal. I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
Oh.
To defeat them is my real...
Leadbelly is going to be like, Hanna. Mitch, then let's make you the... Because would I be familiar with the wrestling stuff? If it's the, like, worldwide stuff?
Roll history.
Roll, I guess. I guess a history is the most fitting.
Oh, man, I probably do not. Nope, I know nothing about it. So, I'm like, we're gonna make you whatever you just said. We're gonna make you the champion of, what was it you said earlier? Did WLW, BBWs, what was it?
Whoa.
Whoa.
WWE.
Yeah, the woo-wee! We'll make you the champion of that.
Make me champion.
Make you the champion.
Hoorah.
So what do you guys say? Are you on board? And I look at Kiryu, and I look at Mitch.
Well, I don't really want to play pretend like I'm pirate or something.
Oh, it's no
Well, then
pretend.
goodbye.
I'm a wanted man by the world government. I just don't have a bounty.
As long as we have a ship,
I mean, no, I'm not. I never said that.
as long as we have a ship.
Oh, yeah,
down.
that's true. We gotta find a
Our-
ship.
Yeah, our only ship was submerged in the water.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys see like more bits of wreckage drift up from the surf at like those comments. Like it is maybe half aboard at best.
Oh, yeah, that thing's just gone. Oh, okay. No, I got this. And then, like, gears start turning in Leadbelly's head. He's like, Kiryu. Yeah, you want to find your sister, but if we work together to get a ship, we can get off this island and help you get where you need to go. Are you in?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Mitch is in.
So-
Kiryu's in. First goal seems to be find Arthur. Where did that guy go?
Yeah, I'm chasing after him. I have a 10 extra walking speed, so I'm like going in through the jungle, like looking for this motherfucker, thinking to myself, damn it, if I don't get information on Dutch or John or Micah or anything, how am I gonna find it? Fuck! Oh God, Arthur, you stupid man! How could you bundle this?
Should we put tokens on board?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know when.
Okay.
Regarding that, Cody, will you roll me either a survival or a nature?
Yes, sir.
Also, I'd like to say, since our first order of business is to go after Arthur, my character is not going to go after Arthur. He's going to go after what Arthur's after.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
The man who was going to cause a coup d'etat.
Well,
What is a coup
at
d'etat?
a 19, you cannot track Turner. He has taken off like a bolt of lightning. He's surprisingly not left a lot of tracks behind him. And you're a good bit into the jungle now, but you could still like turn around and see the surf. But on the shore, all of a sudden, the three who are still there, Leadbelly, Mitch, and Kiryu, notice somebody running down the beach toward them. And as he gets closer, it becomes very apparent this guy loves Doskoi Panda. He is absolutely decked out in like the headband, the wristbands, the tank, the joggers shorts which barely cover his butt, and his pristine sneakers, which have like just a little bit of dust on them. It looks like maybe he just bought them. And he runs up to you all. He kind of furrows his brow. And as he gets closer, he like jogs in place and surveys the scene. And he says, "Oh man, you guys got pretty lucky."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who the hell is this guy? I say that to Mitch. I'm like, who is this man?
He must be a big fan of mine.
I said
I'll start
to
citing his
Leadbelly,
shirt.
please don't invite this guy to our show.
Whoa, dude. Don't write on my Dosk. Got this one, man. What the hell?
Hey, it is I, Mitch Johnson. You never heard of me?
No, I
I've
haven't.
heard
You
of
look like one of those wrestler types. I'm way more into cardio.
I do cardio too.
Okay,
You guys can go
cool.
and run into the sunset together. I don't give a fuck.
He looks around at you all, and he's just like, is everybody okay? Do you guys need, like, any sort of help?
Do you have a towel? I'm pretty
I don't
dry,
have
but
a-
like my hair is soaked.
I don't have a towel. No,
Do
I
you
don't.
know where
But,
a ship is?
Look, you guys look like you're a little off worse for wear. If you just head back the way I just came, down this beach, you'll make it to Rio Machi, my hometown. Head there, talk to some folks, get a hot meal down at the Leaky Barrel, get yourselves together. It looks like you've just been you must have been in that huge storm. I hope you guys are not too injured or anything. He's still jogging, by the way, but he's speaking as if he hasn't like even broken a sweat. He's not out of breath. He is really lean, mean, and a running machine.
How far away is Arthur from me?
You know his name.
Like I said, he's in the jungle, but if he just like turns around, he could very easily make it back to the beach.
Okay, cool.
Y'all could probably shout to him and he would hear.
Yeah,
so,
I'm
like,
sorry,
noticing
shouting
that,
Arthur.
like, if I couldn't find like trails to track, I would start making my way back and thinking, all right, so I'm gonna start interrogating them. They were on his crew. Yeah. Be real tip, Arthur. You got this. I'm gonna start making my way back to the beach.
Awesome. So, I was shouting Arthur. Leadbelly's naive enough that he assumes that Arthur heard him and is coming back. He's like, all right, guys, I guess we'll wait here for Arthur and then go to that town. I mean, it's our only lead right now, and I don't think we're going to escape on this ship.
How do you know he's gonna come back?
Trust me, I can tell. That guy's a man of his word, and he told me he was going to join me. How close is Kiryu to me? Never mind. It doesn't matter. That is above table knowledge. I can't do that. I don't know, man. He seems like a chill guy, and I mean, I trust Mitch already. I love that guy, and Arthur just seems chill. So I think he'll come back. I mean, he did shoot
the
a
jogger.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that. Like, oh yeah, he did shit. Like, he just remembered that he shot Turner. Like,
the jogger just kind of like is like jogging in place, and he's like, well, okay, I'm gonna be off then, and he just continues on past the wreckage, past the dead bodies, down the beach, jogging. What do y'all do with that?
Arthur comes back, and you just see the jogger like leaving in the distance and be like, oh my god, he has a disguise? No! Where did he go? Was that him? Was that Turner?
no, that wasn't Turner. But that guy did tell us of a town that's close by. Maybe that's where Turner went. And plus, we need to get a ship so we can get out of here, get you to Tequila, make Mitch the wrestling champion or whatever he's doing, and then help Kiryu find his sister. So, like, maybe we go to this town, pick up some leads or something?
Well, all right, let's go. We don't have time to stay around anymore.
Yeah, I agree, because if anyone finds the shipwreck, they might be like, oh, yeah, and start asking me questions, and I don't want to answer questions.
I love answering questions. My fortitude.
My fortitude.
Y'all follow the joggers, and you head kind of around this little curve in the shore, you could say. And as you come to the end of that curve, you can see a town far ahead. You mostly see the ports kind of jutting out, and you can definitely see a ton of ships, or rather boats out in the bay just outside of the town. And you guys are walking your way there down the beach. Is there any sort of interaction you guys want to get out of the way before you get to Rio Machi?
I just want to say that I wasn't after your captain. I was after the Turner. I wasn't after that boy. That's not my code to harm children.
That's fair. I like that, though. I do not like when people hurt kids. That is messed up, my man. Yeah, I don't know if he was really my captain. I just kind of joined his crew to get off this island I was on, because I'd lived there for 6 years, and I was ready to get out into the world, you know?
You know, our first order of business should probably be hunting that man down. He's worth quite a pretty penny.
What's a penny?
Money? I like money.
I like money. I like you, Mitch. You know it. You got your priorities straight.
Money, you say?
Money.
What's money? Explain it to me like I'm 5.
You like to eat food?
I love food.
You have more money. You have more food. You
Oh yeah,
like
then we gotta get
guns?
this money.
I look at Kiryu. You like guns?
Yeah, I love
You have
guns.
more money. You have more guns.
I'm aware how money works.
And I look at Mitch.
Wait, you said what? I didn't hear you, Cody.
I said, you like being a wrestler?
Of course I do.
You have more money. You wrestle more. It just makes sense sometimes.
No. Oh, this is gonna be a fun adventure. And then I'm gonna start trying to play my loot, but I will realize it's full of water. And by the way, my loot is it's the size of a normal man's loot. So like someone that's like 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", and then it's just around my neck like a necklace because of how tall I am. So I'm like trying to like get it to work again. I'm like smacking water out of it and stuff. But yeah, that's all I want to do.
Well, as you guys do all that on your trek to Rio Machi, you all would notice that a lot of these boats kind of at the same time start turning and heading right back for the docks of this little town ahead of you. If anybody wants to roll a perception, they can, though.
Of course.
I don't think anybody's passives will pass it.
I mean,
Nah,
can
no,
my
mine
pass?
This is not an opportunity to use eyes without a face. Nope, I didn't see shit.
Yeah, that's my passive perception pass.
Yeah, okay. So, if nobody one, y'all just keep on going to this town that jogger told you about, which gets bigger and bigger. And as you guys get there, you come from essentially the left of town, which leads to this little dock that juts out. It's a very modest town. There are only a handful of buildings there just off of the sand. You guys can also place your tokens anywhere, like here on the left beach. That's where you'll be entering. You can see like this rather ramshackle looking wharf area made out of wood, kind of embedded in the sand. Toward here on the right where it opens up, there are like all these little small buildings. There's this slightly larger one. Most of them have like stalls just outside of it. And they're empty right now, except for you all would see somebody manning that one there. There's,
which one?
of course,
This one.
this one with, with the red top. There's a little garden you guys notice as you come in, very pretty, very well maintained. As you get even further in, you see a little farm over there, and of course the docks, which are empty of any boats. But all those boats in the bay are indeed still heading back right now.
Oh, okay. My character will be like, oh, I'm quite hungry. I think we should get something to eat.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've not been island traveling that much. But yeah, I'll lead the way, I guess. Oh wait, where's Arthur?
Arthur is in the west.
Ah,
The
there
far
he is.
west.
The far west. Well, what do you guys think? Mitch, you're hungry. Kiryu? What about you? What do you think a good lead would be?
As you guys are deliberating on this, the first boat will pull into the docks, and he'll dock up about there. And as he gets off the boat hurriedly, you all will notice he's got this incredible oarfish in the boat, but he kind of doesn't really care about that as he hurriedly ties his boat up to the dock.
What's going on there, sir? You look to be in a hurry.
Yeah, I gotta get to the mayor. Pirates are coming right now.
Ah, cool. What kind of pirates?
I don't know. I don't recognize the sigil. Who are you guys? The guy stops now, and he kind of takes consideration of you all.
I'm Leadbelly.
Don't worry.
Okay.
My character will smile, hoping that'll make him recognize me.
We're just a gang of fellas, my man. And I kind of like wink at the guy, but like really quick, like he may not have noticed it. Like,
This guy is looking you all up and down.
yeah, he noticed the wink.
He's a little put off. He's like thinking of these pirates rolling up, and you can tell just by his face, like he takes a little step back. He's kind of like sneering at you guys, and he's like, "Who are you people?" Meanwhile,
full disclosure, we shipwrecked here, and we're looking for another guy who also shipwrecked here. And I'm hungry, and Mitch is hungry, and I was waiting for Kiryu to say something, and then I saw you and started talking to you.
Great. Okay. Well, you guys stay here. Help these guys dock up their ships while you're here. Okay. We need to like get inside and get our weapons. Like I don't know what is about to happen.
Oh, I have a weapon, and then I pull out my sword, and I'm like, yeah, see, I have a weapon. I don't know why you're so scared. It's just pirates. Like, and then I sheath my sword. Like,
More and more of these little boats are coming up and docking along near this fellow's ship or elsewhere. Some kind of dock up by the wharf over here. And that you all would notice by now that ship is getting pretty close. It flies a pretty standard skull and crossbones you can make out from here. The crossbones, though, are a pair of what looks like flowing rivers, as this somewhat standard but rather unassuming pirate ship rolls. Kinda looks regal, if any of you had to put a term to it, but you know, it's still flying that Jolly Roger, and you can see a few people on deck waving swords in the air as it gets closer.
ah, this looks interesting. Well, this place
Mitch will
looks like it's
yawn
about
and-
to get under attack, guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mitch.
I said he'll yawn and we can go up to an open stand with if they have food and then order a meal. Be ready for battle.
That fellow runs off. He kind of just figures you guys are going to do your thing. More people are rolling up and tying their ships to the dock. They're really nervous. You all would hear as somebody runs past you to this house right here. He says, I think this is the Rivers Pirates. They keep attacking villages like ours. I think we need to get our gun. And a rather younger man running with him, they look rather alike, says, "Okay, Pa."
First day as captain, and I get to fight somebody. Nice. I got... Arthur, how are you feeling about all this? What do you think about all this commotion? You're a pretty stoic man. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
No one knows who these pirates are. Who knows what they're here for? Maybe there's corrupt people that rule this island, and maybe they're here to set things right. You never know. Two sides to every coin.
I do not like corruption. And, like, you see this glint in Leadbelly's eye. Like, something you said about corruption just kind of set him off inside. And he's like, if that's the case, I wonder whose side we choose to stick with. That said, I think pirates betray each other. Quandaries.
As you all are considering this, the ship rolls up right alongside the wharf. People are like running and screaming now. They're fleeing to their homes. The one person that was manning this stall runs out and just actually runs over to you guys since she's the first. You are the first people that she sees, rather. Get a mealy mouth, and she's like, "Oh my god! I never thought this day was gonna happen again. Like, can you guys please help? Some of you look pretty strong." She's like looking at all of you as she says that.
Some of us. I think we all look pretty tough. Yeah, what's going on? What do you need help with? I like helping people.
Just go clobber those guys. And she looks at Mitch in particular and she says, I don't know who you look like you could handle them all on your own. They don't look like too much.
All right. I'm down to it.
Of course I can.
I'm going to crack my fingers, but as I'm cracking my fingers, 2 arms grow out of my elbows and put them on the girl's shoulder, like in one swift motion, and I'm like, yes, I'm ready to fight. Like,
I mean, what do we get out of this?
oh yeah, that is true. Are you going to pay us money? I'm really into that right now.
I don't really have any say over that. I mean, I haven't sold any juice today. I don't have really any money on me, but like maybe the mayor, if you can,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Is that the guy in charge? I don't know what a mayor is.
Alright, let's go to talk to the mayor.
The girl looks this way and that, and she's like, "Yeah, the mayor's in charge here."
I guess
In charge
Mitch will be like, damn.
in charge of a whole town. Guy must be pretty strong.
Or really
As
smart.
this is all happening, you guys can clearly see on the wharf a few figures are swarming over and like starting to take it over. They're all like, "Ha, yeah, this is awesome." And on deck, there is one figure notably remaining behind and sort of focused on this cluster of folks far over here because there's someone there that's really familiar to him. Drage, you want to take it away?
Oh, let's go.
Kiryu just seemed to be standing away from most of the combat, not particularly interested, though his eyes do tend to wander as he then takes note of a certain figure. But he does not move, merely peers.
Alright.
My character gonna let out a war cry. Be like, "I love battle," and run, charge in.
I like your spirit. And then I'm gonna...
This fellow here, he hears Mitch bellow that, and he comes and steps forth, and he's like, "Oh, halt right there."
Are you talking to me?
I'm gonna step up a little bit behind Mitch so I can get everyone... Oh, wait, is Arthur in this as well? Let me check. Before the battle begins, can I cast Bardic Inspiration on my crew?
I don't see why you couldn't do that still right now. Absolutely.
Let's go. There's Bardic Inspiration in case anybody needs it.
Alright.
How are you Bardic inspiring us? What song are you doing?
Let me think. I pull out my pan, or like 2 little hands grow out of my neck and like hold my pan flute, and you hear, and then a mouth comes out of the side of my other, like my cheek, and it's just like thunder, and another one goes out of my other side of my cheek, and it's like I'm playing Thunderstruck on a pan flute right now, and singing out of 2 mouths I've grown out the side of my face, Sakuna style.
That man who just addressed Mitch sees that, and his eyes go wide, and he starts to like shake a little bit. He's like, "Yo, man, I'd never seen anything like that before in all my days. What was that?"
One of the mouths stopped singing and just got started. Hanna, 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 hanna,
It's called a Devo fruit user, sir.
He
Who are
whips his head to Suiryu and he says, "Of course I've heard of a devil fruit, but that looked like straight black magic."
It's what our abilities are supposed to do, sir. They're not exactly supposed to be normal.
Kiryu, are you acting at all to this other figure that stepped up?
Shit, if he is my snotty bro's brother.
One of the mouse is like, "That's your brother?"
Don't you see the resemblance?
And I like kind of squint and I'm like, "Oh yeah, totally." Leadbelly's mouth is yelling this, by the way, because he's still performing. Like,
I see that you have yet to make anything of yourself, brother.
What the fuck are you doing with those criminals?
It's called piracy.
hey,
Yeah,
that's
but
what he's
why?
doing too. He just joined my crew.
No, we are trading towns.
It's easy
The
to catch
man
a free
addressed-
ride if I can use people like that.
The
He openly said
The
that
man-
from his boss, by the way. He did not give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
man
I-
addressed you all.
Leadbelly like
He
sees
steps
his
forward.
boss's face like when he says that, and it's just like Hanna.
Yeah, look at his boss right now.
He steps forward with the like cockiest look. He has his hands on his hips, but as soon as Suiryu says that, it all falters and falls apart. His shoulders slouch, and he looks at him and he says, "Come on, man! Like you're supposed to be on my side."
I'm working for you, aren't I?
Yeah, well, you just keep on working for me if you want to see any.
He says that, and the moment
Work
he
out
decides
of it,
that,
bub.
the moment he says that, Suiryu just slowly takes his hands to his katana.
It's like, hey, are you the captain of this crew?
The man
Regretfully.
whips around, hands back on his hips, cockiness back on his face, and he says, "Aye, aye, I am Captain Rivers, born Mont Rivers du Port Esquieu, but you may call me Captain Rivers, great pirate of the South Seas.
Okay, wet boy.
Dread of fishing villages."
So,
And
like-
he starts like getting really theatric with it, but like his crew behind him, especially this fellow here. This fellow here is like 2'5". He's like laughing and clapping. He's like, "Yeah, Captain Rivers.
Is that the dude
You're the
from
man,
Twin
You're the
Peaks?
man." Maybe.
I'm gonna step forward and be like, "So, wet boy, what are you doing in this town then?"
I'm
Yeah.
taking what's mine. Treasure. The greatest form of treasure in the world.
So there's
Big
treasure
treasure.
here.
Lots of treasure.
There's treasure here.
Okay.
I turn back to Arthur and I'm like, "Arthur, is treasure money?"
Can be, yes.
I'm a pause real quick. Arthur, you sure you want to get that close?
That's not Arthur.
That's Mitch.
That's Mitch.
Oh, Mitch, excuse me. I'm still
My
trying to look at
character.
everything.
I was gonna
I'm
say.
all the way back here. Yes, I would like to be this far away, partner.
And
No, that
gonna
was
say,
to Mitch. I keep.
my
I saw
character
A
would-
and my thing, but bye bye.
My character will be running, and he'll be running with his hands out like he's trying to hug someone.
I don't know why you're back behind our lines, but alright.
So, yeah, I was gonna say how to visualize that. So, would you?
Like I
Okay,
wanted to hug
okay.
these 3 people, and then I guess you moved your character here before I could.
Cool.
Let me see one thing real quick. Okay. What is your passive again, Angel?
Yo, if someone's trying to stealth me, they get past me. It's all right.
he just called it as it was, man.
Yo, my passive is
Unfortunately.
low, very low.
Unfortunately, this is not all of the crew. And as you come up here behind Captain Rivers with his other friend and with Suiryu and the others around, you think you have the upper hand, but all of a sudden, feel a hand on your shoulder. And you look over it, and you see a man even taller than you, maybe even on some muscles bigger around than you, smiling down with a very strange, calm, but also very intimidating smile.
Yo, my character will look up at this man, and you'll see tears come down his eyes. And he'll have the biggest grin on his face. He'll be like, I've been waiting for a situation like this to happen to me. You're bigger than me. Let's fight.
That sounds like an initiative roll.
Yes, I guess.
Let's get them from everybody real quick.
I didn't select my token, fuck.
It's okay, I'll figure it out.
You're
in a
gonna have to
second.
add me to turn. If you right click my
All
token,
good.
add me to turn, and then put that value in, it'll do it.
22.
Android 16's over there, guys. Like,
Dude,
No,
oh my
that's not
god, this
Android
is a
16. That's Bandroid 8.5 times 2.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
well, Mitch started the party early. Looks like, boys.
The brothers are already matching.
I'm gonna turn to Kiryu and be like, "Look, grab your brother. I'm taking him with us after I kick this captain's ass."
I can't do that. I can make things do anything.
Wow.
Why do you want my brother?
One more second. Let me add. I need these two. But while this is brewing and getting started, the first man you guys saw, the
By the way,
fisher who
reorganize
has
that because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than him just by a hair.
I say no.
What's your dexterity?
but
Not a 20.
Mikey.
So yeah, the first fisher runs back up with this elderly-looking fellow who's kind of like hunchbacked. He walks on a cane, but he's rushing up as fast as he can as well. And he surveys the scene, and he runs up ahead of the fisher guy and says, "Wait, wait, wait. There must be another solution we can come to. We are meager folk. We will pay the pirates ransom as long as no blood is shed. Please, I know of the river's pirates. I know you target villages like us. Hear me, Mayor Belvedere. I promise you," and he gets down on hands and knees, "as long as the village and its people are safe, we will pay any amount."
Mitch will be like, "Shut up, old man. Whatever you want to pay them, you'll pay us."
It sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah, if I take care of these guys right now with my crew, you could give us the ransom money, and then they won't bother any other villages. And I'm gonna steal that guy, and I point at Suiryu, because he's cool.
Mayor
Why do you
He
want the
narrows
lame
his
brother?
eyes at you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
He is-
Why do you
he's
want the
like-
lamer brother?
now why not have both?
this
Can
slander.
you have me?
The mayor
No
said, "What, Mikey?"
shot. The mayor is like looking at this cacophony, and he turns to the fisher guy that he ran up with, and he said, "Didn't you say there were people here who were gonna help us?"
Yeah, but at a price. Nothing is
With
free.
that, Rivers looks at his men, and he says, "Boys, we got ourselves a day. Burn this wharf." And 4 of these gentlemen kind of weird to select them. These 4 specifically, though, light torches. They pull torches out of their back. They're like laughing. They're like, yeah, it's treasure time. And they're lighting them up. And one of them tosses his torch into this building. The stall has like various different assorted like fishing supplies, netting, harpoons and stuff. Maybe not the most flammable place, but it goes up pretty quick. And they start, lighting more torches with each other, laughing like, yeah, this is what pirating is all about, dude. And with that, we got Mitch on the track. What is Mitch going to do?
Mitch will turn around, stretch his arms out, and attempt to grapple this man. I don't know where that +1 came from. I think that's I don't have that.
He's I don't know where that +1 came from.
It's saying from guidance for some reason.
I don't have.
Yeah,
I do not have guidance.
Body inspiration.
Yeah, nobody rolled guidance either way, so I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration because I really want to fucking get this guy. All right. So I guess he has to beat a 26.
Let's go.
That's crazy, dude. Wow. He doesn't. You got him.
Let's go.
Hold on. I want to check if I could do this if I could grapple someone as a bonus action. I think that's a full action.
Yeah, that would be the full attack action.
Yeah. Then
bonus action, you can roll with that.
You said what?
You could still roll with a bonus action if you have one, and I think you could still move, but you're at half movement.
No, I have normal movement because of a professional wrestler.
Gotcha.
No,
well, then in that case, this big hulking man is like bound by Mitch. He looks down at Mitch and he's just kind of like, it's about time we had some worthy opponents.
So I don't know if this would apply, but I have this thing where moving with an enemy's movement speed, I do not trigger opportunity attacks.
Wow. Then you are good to go. Yeah.
I honestly don't know where.
He is not outside your size range. He's a little bit bigger, but it's not out of your range.
I guess I will move him like right here. Like I would like to carry him over here.
The others around you, even though in a normal setting, maybe they could have tried to attack you, they're like, especially Captain Rivers, he says, "Whoa! I've never seen anybody carry Spenny before. What?" And his fellow with him is like, he's not laughing, clapping, and hopping from foot to foot anymore. He's like, "Okay, man, it's time to get serious, I think."
And
Is there...
I was gonna say, I guess like my character would be ready to do like we're like having in a position where he could easily do a power bomb on him, but we'll have to wait for the next turn.
Okay, moving to Kiryu.
Nah, that's Suiryu's turn. And I know he doesn't have a 20 in dex.
My bad. I was just operating off of that. There we go.
Nah, that's my bad. I didn't add the dex. But no, the moment he says he gets serious, he's just gonna hop between here and here, just draw out his katana. Where's our sister, Kiryu?
Whoa, you're already coming home for a hug? It's been a while, brother.
He just doesn't even bother. Just takes just a mild swing.
Doesn't hit.
Let's go.
Where's our sister, Kiryu?
She's lost, like always. I'll find her.
You have one job. And you can't even do that.
It's not like the first time she got lost. I'll find her again.
Yeah, it's lost on a single island, you buffoon. There's a very big difference between one island and an entire sea. Several seas.
I'll find her anyway on this planet. Don't
Shut
you
up
worry.
and fight.
Yeah,
Why
is there
fight, though?
any other bonus action, I guess, possible from Suiryu?
Nah, not yet. He's not gonna evoke him out.
Well, that'll count for both of your interactions then, if there's anything that Kiryu wants to do, action or bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out the briefcase on my back, and everyone can see now that he's turning into a giant sword gun. A gun of the size of a cannon on my back. And prepare to block if Suiryu attacks. Yeah, prepare a counter attack.
Okay. Then that brings us to Leadbelly.
Yeah, I'm going to... Let me see. First combat with Leadbelly, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the captain and just be like, "You don't deserve to be a captain. You look weak as hell." And hit him with a shocking grasp. Oh, my bad. A flower, electric feel.
Hey, let's go.
And how did that do a 1?
You said that was on Captain Rivers, correct?
Yes, sir. It'll wake him up.
He is still pretty horrified by these powers, and now even more so as he's just like, "What was that?" And he looks like pretty rough. Like he doubles over, hands on his, like coughs and like hacks something up.
Oh, let's go. These guys are fodder. I say that too. Like that's what Leadbelly says. And then I will end my turn actually.
Arthur Morgan.
I should probably do a
Quick shot,
description for
kid?
myself next time.
Don't
Can't
bother.
move myself.
I'm not listening to you.
We look the exact same, almost.
Yeah, but I'm better looking.
Nah.
What was Cody saying?
I have no permission to move my token.
Oh, shit. You got
I have no idea why you wouldn't.
did Cody drag his token in?
I did not. Mikey did for me. You might have to like click the token and give me permissions to move it. Can be
And when you give him
edited and
permission,
controlled by-
when you're giving him permission, update it to his default.
Is that working now?
I can move. I can
Word.
Okay. Alright, let's see. I am a bit of ways away, but Is this the captain, y'all? This
Yeah, that's-
trucker?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Who's this Catholic priest, Bill Gates looking?
My God.
I don't like him. Alright, so I'm gonna start walking up, and I have an extra 10 foot of speed, so I'm gonna walk up. And as I'm walking up, I am going to fan the hammer into these guys. That'll allow me to fire off 3 rapid shots. I have 2 charges of that, so I'm going to roll my revolver thrice into this dude as I'm walking up, Terminator style. Bang, bang, bang. Oh.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
You
Dude.
need your last haul.
You
Dude.
need your last haul.
Every single one of those hits, please roll for collective damage. Okay, so Captain Rivers, 1 bullet in the shoulder. He's like, oh! He takes another bullet in the other shoulder. Oh! And the third hits him in the gut, and he's just like, oh! And he falls over. And he is down making death saves now. He's not looking good from that fan.
Hunna.
Damn, one hell of a captain just to follow.
At his downing, this fellow who Rivers mentioned his name was Spenny will just kind of look at him fall down and shake his head and go, more pathetic than I thought. Wow. So that brings us to Rivers' first mate, who is now like, he's like freaking out a little bit. And he is going to point at all of you and say, what are you boys doing? Need to get after them and kill them already. And he is also, with that being his interaction, going to pull out 3 items from his pocket. One of them is a recorder, which he places in his mouth. He balances it just in his lips. One of them is a triangle, which he kind of like he holds the stick and then he puts the triangle on the stick and he's twirling it around. And then he pulls out a key ring with a bunch of like jagged metal scraps on it and he jingles it around. And as he's like puffing on the recorder like tunelessly, it's just that open note. He's jingling the triangle and jingling his jingle. He casts the One Mad Band. Which I don't even think that hits. He casts the One Mad Band on Mitch. Does that hit?
That doesn't hit.
Okay, you hear this cacophonous, nasty, quote-unquote music come from this fellow. And he's like staring right at you, like jingling the little key ring. Do you have any sort of reaction to this movement?
Yes. He's the iron wall, unyielding and bold in the square circle. So he will begin singing.
We got ourselves a little crew of musicians, man. This is great. Okay. That ends his turn. That moves us back into these 4 individuals, separate from the fellows burning the wharf currently. First up, we're going to have this guy rush up to Leadbelly. And he's just got a cutlass. He's going to try a very basic swipe at him.
19 definitely hits.
Wait,
Ooh.
I'll use my reaction.
Oh, wait, yeah. Do I get attack
Oh.
opportunity as well? No. He was an RV.
I would like to use my reaction to stop Leadbelly from getting hurt. I'll use.
I will say, if you do that, that will free
Wait, never mind.
the fellow you
I don't
have
think-
grappled.
I was gonna say I don't think I could actually. You're right. Without letting him go. Let me see. What do I have? Let me read it.
Leadbelly is hurt, but he is smiling still.
Yeah, he slashes you kind of like across the gut. It's a thin enough slash, like it's nothing fatal, but that smarts for sure.
Oh yeah.
Sadly, my character don't have the requirements to be able to do it. I need a free hand.
Oh, you're good.
Gotcha. Well, next up. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna deadeye that motherfucker as my additional option, seeing him as a threat now. So now I won't have disadvantage on shots with him.
Gotcha. Very cool. Okay. So that'll bring us to this fellow who runs here to the edge of the wharf, and then he does a little hop over to the dock here, which he absolutely makes. He also has a cutlass, and he swipes it at Mitch right as he lands.
I didn't go down. I'm up there. You didn't have to go down. But he missed.
Oh, he didn't go down. He like jumped over to the dock here where he could like be sort of next to you, but he rolled a 6, so.
I feel bad for him. He's about to be crushed by the weight of this man that I'm carrying.
Oh my god. Next up, we'll have this fellow. He has a pistol. He's going to take aim at Mitch as well. He's going to say, "Let go of the deckhand, boy." Boom, nothing. He misses. He is like point blank, shoots like right past your head. That's going to prompt this little short fellow over here to go, "What did we even give you guys dinner for?" And the last guy on this turn is also going to rush over here. This guy has a rifle, so he kind of takes cover in this market stall. And he's going to take aim at Arthur back here.
That doesn't hit.
It thuds right into the deck of the wharf under your feet. And we get to the grappled fellow, who is really only going to be able to do one thing.
He's gonna try to save himself, little bitch.
You can do a contested strength. I really highly doubt this is going to work for an 8 deck save.
He's the iron wall. He stands tall.
Yeah.
Singing that theme song in the background.
Hoorah! My character will yell out. Hearing you
make
sing.
the strength saver contested, I think, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You said a strength?
Send me a strength check, yeah.
All right. I got advantage, so beat him. I wanted to beat him.
Bruh.
Nice.
If you didn't have advantage, you would have lost.
By 1
I
point,
know.
yeah. That is very close. You do maintain that grapple hold on him. You have, it sounds like, something ready for him. What are you going to do to this big guy?
I will, you'll see like a portal appear below my character. Get in. He will just look up and it will be like, what? And then he will jump into that portal, and then I guess you'll see a portal appear above. And you'll see Mitch come out of that portal I guess it'll be like 30 feet above where he was originally, and he will do this.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god, what the heck? Oh dang.
Oh
And
my god.
that will take 1 charge from me.
You make yourself into a rail cannon?
1d10 plus 5. That's insane.
He shoots out of this portal, and there's like a split-second look of fear on the big deckhand's face as he smashes into the wharf from this attack. That Mitch just kind of like stands up with this smile on his face at. But the deckhand ends up kind of looking up from his place on the ground, and he's still wearing that smile. Any other moves or bonus action type stuff for Mitch?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he can do anything. I guess I'll just hold on to my grapple on him. I won't really let go.
Well, that grapple is done. We can do a new grapple on the start of the next turn.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's it.
With that, then we move back to the pirates over here burning the wharf, and the other three's torches are lit. The fourth even has a fresh torch lit. He's absolutely going to run over here and start burning down this one as well. This guy puts a torch to this big, like, it looks like an office type building. This guy over here by this blue building, he starts burning that one. And this last fellow comes over here and starts burning this corner building. They're slow enough flames, you know, even the very first one is still just crawling up like the first wall by this point of all of your fights. But there is certainly a disaster on hand as Mayor Belvedere over here, he is frantic. He's back on his feet, on his cane, like, oh, heavens, please stop. As we get back to the brothers, starting with eldest Suiryu.
I don't stop swinging. All right.
Jesus.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said, yep. He said, no.
Might as well invoke
The,
the spark of war as
Mr.
lightning
Kiryu,
seems
do
to
you
come
need a
across the
hand?
That would knock me out.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah, where is that lighting coming from?
I built Suiryu as a threat, by the way.
Yeah, also I said that I
Absolutely
prepared
insane.
an action to block any attack. How would
You
that
did
work?
have that.
Yeah.
You stated
did
to
have
counter. It's either counter or to block. Pick
Well,
one.
right now I try to block.
Would you want to throw out a...
I'm not sure if that's
What was that?
dodge-
Who was that?
What?
That'd basically be a dodge action, so I'd have disadvantage to the strike if he's trying to avoid my attacks.
Gotcha. We'll keep that damage then and throw us another general roll.
Even worse.
Oh my word. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Matter.
sorry, Josh. Yeah, that absolutely hits. And we'll say from that little, that black lightning, Kiryu is also kind of knocked back 5 feet onto the wharf. I don't know.
Yeah, delete that.
Are there supposed to be 2 right now?
No, no, delete
No.
the other one.
Cool. But yeah, Pretty absolutely devastating. Will that end Suiryu's turn?
Once is Kiryu still standing? That is the important question in this instance.
Well, it activates my human determination.
There you go. I knew you were being smart.
What else have you got? It sounds like you might have something else then, in that case.
As you activate determination, there is a slight instance in the same 5 feet as he comes in and pulls out the second katana in his other hand as he smacks you with it.
All right.
I guess he wasn't the better brother.
I'm actually going to adjust the damage a little bit because offhand is a wonderful thing. I will still invoke disadvantage, so we'll have that automatic. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
You still take damage then, and you only have 1, so you are knocked unconscious. Unless you have something else I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
As you see your brother proceed to basically just walk you down, as you once again see an all too familiar instance in your many, many, many lifetimes, as your brother just knocks you out. Ending probably his turn on that instance, as he does nothing after that, as he just seems to look down at you. Poor brother. You have much to learn still.
That's kind of crazy. There's somebody like banging on my door right now. Can we do like a very quick like intermission? I'm gonna go see who this is real quick. That's like the perfect place to do that for, though. That's crazy. We will see what happens next.
Wait. Yeah, I have something for the damage for that. For the second attack.
Crazy. Yeah, pretend we have the full like a bum 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 bum.
Let the wrestler talk. He
Last
believed
night.
it and was getting raised up by baby Gronk.
Bruh.
Matter that was so Ohio and Skibbity.
Ohio Skibbity.
Night and I so sweet in the gritty. Agreement shaking.
SBS, SBS in the chat. How you guys have?
What do you want to know in the SBS?
Yeah, what do you want to know in the SBS?
Why are you guys trying to kill each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Doesn't know that he did not kill, he knocked him out.
Oh, it was non-lethal.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just it's brotherly fighting is what I'm taking it as.
He is not, he's not going at him with the malicious intent of trying to murder. He's just beating the shit out of him for being a dumbass.
I haven't done anything yet, bro.
You lost our sister. Stop doing that. You should have learned by your many mistakes. While you're
many. Fave alcoholic drink per character.
You should know better by now.
The only alcohol that Leadbelly has ever drank was made out of like fermented fruit, so like mead. So probably mead. So yeah, guys, characters, favorite alcoholic beverage? The chat wants to know.
Whiskey, hard on the rocks.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I'm gonna say a margarita.
Straight up Suiko.
Cody.
Also, I like the comment earlier when he said, "What do we give you dinner for?" I was half tempted to have Suiryu look at him and just be like, "Bitch, you don't give dinner. I cook it."
Yeah.
Because that is how his skin feels. It feels like iron.
Bro, your skin looks like it could actually take bullets.
I am back. My girlfriend was locked out of the house. I had to go let her in. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
And
Bum, 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 bum.
also called the Iron Wall.
Mm.
Coming back off of that crazy commercial cliffhanger.
Yeah, before that, I have a reaction to that. That could help me.
Even better. What do you got?
Flashbang.
Bro, I thought you used the react.
No, he has not.
No,
He had
that's a big
the
reaction.
counter prepared. This
Yeah.
is something else.
This-
That's
there is-
insane. Okay, let's get that con save from you, Josh, and take it from there.
Suiryu
It
came
rolls
to
2d10
play.
and takes half.
I am so lucky that the target is only the creature that
Yeah.
damaged you. Because
Same.
holy shit, I would die. Yeah, that would be the end of me.
Yeah, same.
Yo,
Bro.
Mikey, he said, Ragnar said, can you take your DM?
Yeah, word. So that bursts out of Kiryu's weapon, and is Suiryu going? Does Suiryu have any counter economy to combat that with?
He doesn't need it. As merely to play tricks of his brother once again, try to pop off and gain him the advantage, I will literally just go through it and knock his ass out.
Well, shit.
Yes, because I'm not blinded. On a successful save. So I did save, I only took the damage, and you still get knocked out.
Well, shit.
I still had disadvantage anyway, so I would have done anything anyhow. So. Because it's a response to you being damaged, and you did it in response to being damaged the second time. You would have been knocked out anyway. There's nothing else. This was just like heck Mary to knock me out with you.
I tried.
So does that puts you both down, huh?
No, I'm up.
No.
I only took half damage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I was
Just
responding
rounded
to
down
that
in
DM
half,
real
it was like
quick.
6 damage.
Nice, nice. Does that end your action economy?
I've
Oh, I
done,
tried to.
done my standard, so.
Okay, Kiryu.
I'm
Your
knocked out.
official turn. Done for. Will you toss me one of those death saves then?
He
Yeah.
was only knocked unconscious. I was not going for malicious intent.
Oh, word. Then that brings us to Leadbelly. Just a little bit of scrapping.
I'm going to smile, and as I'm smiling, like a little bit of blood, because that did do some damage to me. I only have 12 HP. A little bit of blood's going to come out of my mouth, and I'm just going to be like, Irene, sing your sweet, sweet song. And I'm going to swing Irene's Good Night on him and get a crit. Let's go. So 8 damage times 2, right?
Oh my god. Well, that's pretty crazy. This is like a very small shot, so I'm gonna let it happen. Because it's technically okay. You stab this man right in front of you in the heart. And the rapier is so skinny that it goes right through his heart into the next guy's heart, the guy behind him, each splitting that total 16 up into 8 each, downing them both.
Oh no!
You pull your rapier out, and they both just kind of go, "Oh God!" and tumble over. They're both out for the count.
I'm gonna point at the little man that played the music and say, "You never play music again." And then I'm gonna end my turn. Just double tap some people. Yo,
I'm
let's
better
go.
than you. Stop playing.
I'm not even like fudging anything there. The way that works, it like totally checks out with the damage you rolled. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay, if that's the end of your turn, then we are at
Arthur.
Arthur.
Crew at that point with how much I deal.
Oh my god, yeah.
So as I see Leadbelly point and say, "You don't ever play music again," at the guy I've dead-eyed, I'm gonna say, "Yeah, you motherfucker, you've used your last haul." Roll my revolver. But with Deadeye,
I don't think Deadeye gives the advantage. You just don't get disadvantage.
yeah. So that's it. So no, I don't think a 10 hits.
A 10 on...
The first mate.
I lost his sheet. There we go. That's... just bare...
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, that just barely misses. It whizzes right past him, and he's back to like chortling and dancing. He's like, "None of you can stop the one mad band with my recorder, my triangle, and my jingle."
Almost kill this guy.
That brings us back to Rivers, who
is dead.
Okay, he's on saves. He's not fully dead yet. It didn't do that much damage. That's one success to one failure, though. Not looking great. That brings us back to his first mate there, who is a little threatened by everybody saying, smack talking his one mad band, and he looks at Leadbelly and he's gonna say, "Nobody ever disses my one mad band," and he starts twiddling away. And that jingle is just like the most part. It feels like it's like hurting your brain.
Ugh. That 15 definitely hits.
All right, I'm using my reaction. I'd like to use my reaction this time since I have free hands now.
It is not going to work on an attack like this. This is a ranged attack, and he's over here. So unfortunately,
wait. I think how to read it.
You might have that I think you're thinking of, but I don't think that's a reaction. That's an action. So the attack does hit, and it does that hitting of the jingle just itches the inside of your brain in the worst way possible. You take, unfortunately, 4 damage from his one mad band. He's giggling. He's like, "Ha ha ha! The Rivers pirates are unstoppable." And he gives Rivers a little bit of a boot and says, "Hey, you're making us carry the load again, Buster." That brings us back to the fighting force, who is only 2 people left at this point. We're going to start this time with the fellow taking shelter in the stall over here with his rifle. He's going to take aim at Arthur once more. Just a bad show from him today. He looks at his gun and he says, "What's wrong with this thing? I just fixed the sights last night." You see, second up, we have the fellow over here down by Mitch. He's a little shaken up by just how Mitch is like. He just seems to be a tank. He had that devil fruit show out, but he doesn't want his homie Spenny to just be at the mercy of this fellow. So he's going to cut out again. Wow.
I want this to hit, and I want to flex my chest. Be like,
you're doing the Khal Drogo thing?
Yes.
Oh my god. You know that killed him, right?
I mean, no, it was the poison from the witch.
That's true. That's fair. Luckily, there's no witch here, so you do it, and it's just badass. There's no aftermath. It like slightly cuts into you, but it doesn't do any damage. You just like flex it, and your muscle kind of eats the blade. The pirate eyes and says, "Wait a minute, oh no, guys, this is Iron Mitch right here." And not all of them, not all of them, but a couple of them, this guy over here and this guy over here, they like stop what they're doing with their torches and they're like, wait, what? Are you serious? But then this guy says, yeah, totally. That's him. We saw him at port just a few weeks ago. He beat the snot out of that guy. And that will bring us back to Spenny, who's going to exercise half his movement. He is prone, but he's going to exercise half that movement to stand up. And he looks at Iron Mitch with just the fiercest look. As he rears his palm back as he looks Iron Mitch in the face and says, "Downward jaw palm."
That misses. But I wanted to hit. I want the same thing, but with his fist this time.
Wow. Okay. Oh my god. I swear this guy was not rolling this bad in the practice combat, guys. He does his signature technique, might I add, his downward jaw palm, which ideally strike you face first into the ground. His palm connects with your jaw and you are just like stock still. Your head is just able to like fight against that harsh movement. And if anything, actually, his arm is going to shake with the impact, and he'll take 2 damage as he smirks and just says, "You are not half bad at all." But he's gritting his teeth now. He's not as happy. Back to Mitch real quick. I will, though, before you do anything, Mayor Belvedere and the fishermen over here are going to flock over to the juice girl you guys met, and Belvedere is going to say, "Come on, we need shelter." And they're just gonna get out of here. They're gonna head up the street and start crying out to people that pirates are here. And
ever.
He is crying out. He is trying to get that ransom. He's calling out, "We need money. We need to pay them. Hurry, everybody." And that brings us back to Mitch for your full turn, Angel.
I will look at this man. I'll make one portal behind me and another behind him, but like further back, like right here. And my character will run back into into the portal, and he will do a portal suplex. Oh, not a suplex, not that clothesline.
Oof.
That's what I meant to.
Oh my god.
What do I have on? Oh, bless. Sorry about that.
You gotta take bless off.
I mean,
you
can just keep that because with with the 23, you're still gonna hit the fella. So roll for damage. Okay. You sweep out of that portal, and Spenny barely has time to collect himself to like turn around to notice where you're coming out of before he is just met with this arm right to the neck.
And
it's painful.
My character will let out a jovial laugh, be like, "This has been a nice battle, but your time has ended." And I guess my character will put his foot on this man's chest if he's on the ground prone, and basically start counting. 1, 2,
Disrespect.
3.
Well, we'll let you get to 3, and that'll end your turn. We move back to the fellows burning, but they're gonna redirect their attention now. The flames are licking up this building, and this building. They've kind of petered out in these 2 buildings, as this fellow closest to you will run up. He has a cutlass as well, so he's just going to slice out 10. I believe is a no, correct?
On who?
On Mitch.
Oh yeah, 10 doesn't hit.
He misses. He's just another idiot of many, and he's like, God, I didn't think we were gonna have to fight such tough foes in a place like this. But I guess it's better than fighting a bunch of marine dogs. And this fellow up here is gonna clamber around past his first mate. He's got his pistol. He's gonna aim it at Mitch as well over Rivers, who's still downed. That might be your first hit in a while. Is it?
That actually might be the first time Mitch gets hit. Hold on, I think I can do this. I hope I can. I'm gonna put it in chat.
So that would be a parry on a like physical move. That wouldn't work so much on a bullet.
All right. Then yeah, that hits.
Cool. That hits for 6 damage. That bullet just embeds right in your shoulder in a painful, sinewy part.
All right.
We got these 2 guys back here who are gonna run up. One there, one here. This fellow also has a rifle. He's going to take aim at Mitch. Everybody is kind of focused on Mitch, seeing the way he is bodying Spenny right now. Okay, so his rifle
Explodes.
it explodes in his hands. It won't hit Spenny. It explodes in his hands, and he screams out as his hands are just like cut up and bloodied for 4 total damage on him. He's like, ah, what the? How does a thing like that even happen? His buddy still has a potentially, supposedly working pistol in hand. He will shoot at Mitch as well.
Oh, another hit.
Supposedly right now.
This could end it.
Mitch
That
about to die.
one for 3.
Yeah,
3
that's cool.
damage. Is that okay? Okay. He just, that bullet kind of hits him sort of the same shoulder, I guess. That will bring us to Suiryu.
Upon witnessing the general fight, he just generally looks at his brother and then just kind of slowly cocks his head towards Alexander.
Who's Alexander?
Arthur. Man, I'm okay. I'm not tired at all, yeah. Definitely not. No. He slowly turns his way towards Arthur. Performing what is only to be known as a sharp whistle. As his arm had been maturely healed, as anyone in general who's focusing on him, or if at all, notices that his right arm is not exactly normal by nature, and is made even more apparent when it actually jumps off his arm, or like jumps off his torso, and transforms. Summoning
What a
out
shock.
this very, very big wolf-like creature.
The prosthetic arm pops off his shoulder and transforms into this big wolf-looking creature with flowing fur. It looks around at everybody, including the Rivers pirates, including you guys, with sort of this same amount of fervor or menace, you could say, except for you, who the direwolf immediately notices that he is down, and he takes a friendlier tone and even lets out a little bit of a whine as he notices Kiryu. Takes a few tentative steps toward him, but mostly stays by Suiryu's side.
I'm right in front of it.
They're like little, little wolf dog, like shifting feet type steps,
Suiryu just looked at it. He's alive. Focus on the gunman.
The direwolf growls, and I'll roll that initiative in.
As he does so, wasting no time, Suiryu just proceeds to just get into Arthur's face. Nothing personal. He will then proceed to strike with his katana. Or attempt to.
I got a question. How many people around me are dead?
This fellow, Rivers is down. And that's it. Rivers is making death saves.
And I'm out. Now Arthur falls to the ground, coughing on his own blood.
As in one swift action, after just falling his brother, it was almost immediate as Arthur just sees this man get in front of his face and just relentlessly slices from midriff to upper torso.
That just downs you, right? That doesn't straight out kill you.
No, it does not kill him. He's down.
Okay, gotcha. If that ends your turn, right?
That's my bonus. That's my action. I technically use my movement to get there. I'm fine with that. If I'm going to do anything, I would then look at my wolf and say, and then kind of nods towards Michael. Might as well go help them out.
Wait, which one is... Wait, Michael? Who? Mitch?
Mitch.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, I keep saying Michael because I'm just looking at you and saying Mike Tyson. I'm sorry. You are Mike Tysoning the out of this man right now.
Well, in that case, that brings us back to Kiryu.
Yeah, question. Can I stabilize myself?
No. You're not even dying. You're just knocked out.
Yeah.
Unless he's gonna revive
No,
back on him out of
but
nowhere.
just hold on 1 second. No for right now. That will bring us to Leadbelly then. Leadbelly?
Okay, so this guy's dead. This guy's dead. This guy's dead.
Is the
that guy
Deckhand
is
still
not
up?
dead.
This guy's still up.
He is still going. He is still going down here. It's this one dead. This one dead. Captain Rivers is making death saves.
Wait, so the speedy guy's still up? Oh my god.
He's pretty beat up, but he's also like he's not done. You know what I mean? He's pretty beat up.
My character will look at this man in confusion. Like, oh.
I'm gonna move down here and slash at this guy on the dock with Irene. Does a 22 hit?
Absolutely. Roll for damage.
9.
He's out. How do you kill him?
Since I'm stabbing upwards, I literally like stab through his. I assume his body's still looking at like Speedy or whatever his name is. So I just like stab upward through his back and into his heart.
He gives out just like a "oh no" and falls clean off the dock. He's like in between the dock and the wharf now as he falls off your blade. Any other abilities for you this turn?
A slight recommendation, by the way, I hate to interrupt, but you can do a right click on the tokens and put an X on them for anyone who has fallen already.
Okay.
There you go.
No, I'll end my turn. That's really all I can do.
Okay. Arthur. I think
He's
we're on
down.
a death save. Unless that was also...
Oh
Was
shit,
that
let's go.
also...
Unfortunately, not given the same treatment.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that is a success. Rivers. Ooh, okay. Back to Binky. He is going... Just keep up that one mad band. He's laughing, cajoling, just flying around on one foot right now as he waves that jingle around and aims this right at Mitch. He's focused on Mitch as well.
Oh no,
Word.
this can't be. Yeah, that hits.
That okay. And how does 3 fare?
No, he's still standing. He's chilling.
He's still standing better than he ever did.
But he's very hurt. He is
Set that one
really hurt.
up.
He is very hurt.
Binky's feeling great about himself. He has never had this much fun with the one mad band. But that does bring us to Suiryu's direwolf arm, which is going to focus in really quick on something that catches its eye in the corner. It's the glint of this man's rifle as the direwolf bounds toward him and leaps at him with full force. Which does hit. And takes the man out. He lunges his teeth in his jugular and just with like one fluid whip, he just kind of like flings him off into just the edge of the farm over here.
Hoorah! You a good wolf.
That brings us back to the last fighter who is still up, who is this fellow right there. And he's kind of freaking out. He's still got some friends, but he's got that pistol in his hand. This direwolf just absolutely massacred his buddy. He's going to... No shot. He misses. It just plunges into the side of the wall. Back to Spenny. He is going to...
I was gonna say, since I put my leg on his chest, if he was prone, I don't know if he was.
He was. He is currently. He's going to do a free deck save. If he's successful, he's going to get his full action economy.
Bet.
Ooh, let's go.
That's just not good enough against Mitch. I just already know. He is still down, but he is still able to take Mitch by the foot. And he's going to just smirk up at him and say, "Come back down to my level." And even though he didn't have full action economy, he does have one action.
Would you call this a grapple?
It's not a grapple. He's going to leverage his arm into your knee at a 26. He absolutely.
Oof.
He's going to swing.
Wait, he's punching me? Oh.
Mitch said, "Oh."
I don't know what he's doing. I'm curious. If this is gonna do damage to me, I would
He
like
does
to
not
parry
do
this.
damage. He does not do damage. This is ungrappling you from him. You are now prone as well. He puts his hand in your knee and flings you backwards, so you are now prone on the other side of him as well.
Oh. Alright, so he just moved me around. Okay, good. I'm not grappled though. I hope so.
For some reason, it shifted their order or added one. I see. But we are back at you, Mitch. But you are now prone. You're not grappled, but you are prone.
My character will get up and I guess will at advantage ball his fist up and just deck speedy. I hope a 19 hits.
That does hit. You hit him right in the face.
I'll do 7 bludgeoning. Hoping this knocks him out.
He is smiling up at you with a full bloody nose now, but he's just like, this is awesome. He is really, really impressed with you.
My character looks at him in disbelief and is like he got the Enel face when Luffy, was able to take
He's still standing? What the?
What are you made of? And I guess my character will just what would he do? Well, he'll just chill, I guess. Be ready for anything.
Well, back on the other Rivers Pirates turns, this one that was right here moves up beside his buddy here. His hands are covered in injuries from that broken wood and metal. He's like, dude, I'm tired of rolling with these guys. Can we just take the ship real quick? And the other guy's like, I don't know. I think the others will notice. I mean, Binky at least he'll hurl some of that awful music at us. And the first guy's like, I don't care. Let's get out of here. And they are going to move to the edge of the wharf. That's all they're going to get to for the rest of their turn. This fellow here, he's a little freaked out, and he is going to make an attack at disadvantage because he is just way too shaky. He's the one with the pistol, and he is going to Mitch.
Damn. Shaky is right.
He drops the gun before he can even shoot it, and as it lands, it fires right into his foot, and he falls over prone, screaming for 3 damage. Suiryu?
Noticing the fact that my wolf has decided to eat the ever-living out of a pirate, proceeds to just kind of nod. I follow that path. I'm getting tired of this captain and his bullshit too. That being said, he will proceed to take out two food items. If you allow me, DM, and I will basically feed it with my one arm. I'll rip off the packaging with my teeth and feed it to both Arthur and Kiryu. I would like to feed them both the sea pork offal. It's kind of like a protein bar.
For your full action economy, I would allow you to.
Let's go.
That's pretty good. What are your mods
Kiryu,
for that?
You're back to full. All non-lethals healed by double, so my base automatically heals you back
Alright.
up. As for
An attack cuisine already? That's fucking sick, bro.
as I the GM allowed it.
Ah, good call, Mikey.
It's almost like I'm supposed to be the person.
Then we got Kiryu. Now that you are back up and in action, what's next?
Arthur, you are spurred back to apparently life as you suddenly feel rejuvenated by a health protein pack in your mouth.
Oh yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is fucking attack you.
I just point
Yeah.
your nose and I point it towards the other people. Focus on them, brother.
Yeah,
Unless I knock you out a second
That's
time.
up to Kiryu. What is it?
Oh!
You missed both times.
What is
How
your...
high is your
Yeah,
AC?
what is the
Against you?
advantage?
Very well.
How high is your AC?
Against you, very well. That's all I'm going to say.
What does that even mean?
I feel like
Take it as you
there's
will.
there's some DM stuff going on there. Like,
Josh, is that double based off of what I think it's based off of? Is that
Yeah,
am
my
I
fucking
correct?
spell.
Okay. Well, if neither of those hit, unfortunately, is there anything else for your turn?
Well, shit, I don't think so.
You swing both wildly at him as your brother just seems to almost step back in rhythm to each swing.
And next we got Leadbelly.
yeah, I'm gonna jump up on this dock and look at Mitch and be like, "Chin up, Mitch. I'm right here with you." And next we're going after that terrible, terrible musician. But first, Irene's gonna sing a song. Damn it! The first time I didn't get a 20.
The first time.
Use your bardic.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. It's not gonna hit.
Nice.
I don't think, but
You have advantage. He's
Doesn't-
broke.
Dude, that is crazy. That
He's
is what
prone.
you needed
You
to
got-
hit.
Wait, he got advantage. He's prone.
That's true.
oh shit, yeah. Let me
I
roll
forgot
again,
about that.
Was it
He
a
is
melee
prone,
attack?
but that does it.
Only
Yeah,
melee
awesome.
attacks are advantage against prone targets.
then. It's a rapier.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that is.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So I
You
do
said
2
good
piercing
night.
damage to him.
Okay. He's a big guy, and that's a thin rapier, so
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
Never mind, Mitch, but I'm still here. Like-
I still
It's
exist.
smart. He still winces a little. He's like, "Ooh, nice mosquito sting."
nice.
And we're back to the refreshened Arthur as well. What's new over here? What's your plan?
I'm bonus action dead-eyeing the Bill Gates Pope. I'm
Bill Gates
gonna
Pope.
fan the hammer into him. I'm just gonna say, all right, I was brought back by Billy's wonderful tunes, and your music's trying to send me to hell. So I'm gonna fan the hammer. We all know what that does. That's my last use of it, though.
Let's go.
So those all hit.
Let's
And
go.
then, on the last one, I'm gonna roll my extra d6 for my dead eye. So we'll do 4 and then 5, and then on this last one, it'll be 7 plus /R 1d6.
11.
Hey man,
20
Hey.
damage.
you just blew him up. Those bullets hit him, and he's just like, "Ugh," And like the
His
last
little
one,
body
like
couldn't handle it.
dude, I mean,
the
he was.
sound of silence. and then I blow the steam off of my revolver in a little. Whoof.
Oh my god! Yeah, the music just dies. The music dies with him as these bullets pierce him, and the final one causes like just an explosion. It's comical. It's like a full on explosion as bits go everywhere. He's done. Think
Alright,
he's
I'm
down
gonna
and out,
use
you guys.
the rest of my movement to skedaddle past these people and just get myself into the thick of it, right up in there. And be
Into
like,
the
"These
thick of it?
cowpoke-
Into the
These
thick of it.
cowpoke don't know how to fight. I'm gonna show them a rooted and tootin' good time. Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, in that case, we're on Rivers, who one more death save.
Damn it.
No way, no way. He is back up, you guys, and he's like, oh, what? He's looking around. I'm gonna say it was actually his first mate exploding beside him that roused him back to waking life. And he's like,
can I
what?
react to him standing up?
He wouldn't be at 1 HP. He'd just be stabilized. He'd still be unconscious, right?
He is still unconscious and down just because of the explosion. He is conscious enough to be freaked out as blood rains down on him. He is stabilized though. And he's like, oh god.
Can I react to him saying this?
Yeah.
I just want to say, no. I told you to leave, man. Like, as we massacred his whole crew. Like,
that brings us to the direwolf, who is sort of just interested in getting back to the brothers at this point, but as it lopes back over, it does provoke opportunity from this fellow over here. It doesn't hit. He says, damn wolf, fires at it, but the wolf doesn't even really consider him. It's just loping past, and the bullet fires where the wolf was a second ago.
nice.
And here by the brothers and sort of like whine reassuringly as it nuzzles its head up against Kiryu's hand.
Yeah, I start petting it.
That brings us back to this fellow and then these two guys. These two guys are going to, first of all, okay, they do get away unseen by the battle. They have enough economy to get on the ship, and they're like preparing the rigging. We are back to Spenny, who's going to take half movement to stand up. And he's going to rear that palm back once more. Downward jaw palm.
Jesus.
Who's that
Mitch,
on?
I think that's on you, Mitch. He is
Now-
laser focused on you. He is
Now,
not really focused on anyone else.
I can finally do it.
Do it, Mitch!
Oh my god.
The portal parry.
Oh,
By the way,
no.
I'm gonna recommend something. That's his action. You might want to make that a reaction.
No, it is a reaction. I
No, but
put
the
in
casting
action.
time. The casting time says an action.
I know it is a
Yeah,
reaction. That's a mistake on my part.
That is a reaction. It's on our official sheet.
Yeah, I'll just change it to reaction right now.
I'll say if you perform
No,
this
you're good. You
maneuver,
can just
must
run
succeed
the
on
move.
dexterity saving throw. What is he dex saving throw against? His own DC?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
DC 14. So yeah.
No, it would be. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, never mind. It doesn't have the same
That
rules
one's
as that one.
against your own. Yeah.
Okay. Hope for the best.
Ah, you
Let's
fucked.
go!
Oh.
You cannot be any finer, my dude.
It palms directly into a portal and teleports over here as a portal pops up by the brothers and the dire wolf. Boop. And he shoots back out. His palm doesn't connect on anybody or anything, but he like comes out and he's very confused as he looks between the brothers and the dire wolf. However, he can still use his bonus action as he's like, get out of my way. Does a 21 for you?
Is he attacking me?
He is. You're right in front of him. He wants you out of his way.
My God, he's a monk.
That's a very interesting thing. No, just like what?
Does that connect?
Technically, yes. However, as he attacks seemingly behind me, I am going to grab the sword that I stabbed into the wood beside me and just put it behind my back because I can't shield. You can go screw yourself.
Dudes, Spenny is getting absolutely dumped on.
The whole crew is, bro. Like,
This is insane. Okay, well, he just pummels you twice, but like they don't really do anything. They just kind of like hit and bounce back, and he's like, "You guys can't be making me weaker."
No, you're doing that yourself today.
His smile is totally gone. He's not having fun after you said that.
So I was
Back
gonna say.
to
So I was gonna say these guys will see like a portal pull up right here. Next to what's his name? Next to Spenny, and then
Spenny.
Mitch will just like run in this direction, and he will try to clothesline him
I was
again.
about to say just portal clothes like.
Hopefully, a 14 hits. Wish for the
Not this
best.
time.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
let's
That
go.
does, that's amazing.
6 bludgeoning. Oh, damn, much lower than before.
You broke his neck.
Yeah, he's a little prepared for it now, and yeah, you clothesline the side of his head. That's funny, but his head just like kind of snaps back into place. He's now got some blood running down from his temple from that, but he's like, I'm glad you came back to me. His smile has returned now that you're beside him again.
Hey, yo.
It's fighting spirit, bro. It's just fighting spirit.
Mitch, I think he
Fighting-
likes you.
It's fighting something, all right.
Fighting urges, maybe.
Yo, Spinny, why is your pants getting tighter?
Oh my god.
Catch versus Smokey.
I got a gut check. I don't think I got anything for him. That's about it. If he's still up, I can't do anything.
He is still up. He's still going. We are back at this river pirate who socks Arthur in the gut with a quick like, ha! Who do you think you are? Don't mess around with the river's pirates.
Hey, he tries.
He tries. No, 10 doesn't hit. And I'm going to say, listen here, you're a good wrestler. Get a smash.
Smosh? What? What is Smosh? And why do I feel like I would love that? His fist sails past you and he like kind of does that cartoon stumble. We are back at Suiryu then.
After trying to be attempted to be struck at, he will look at his brother. grow up right now. Let's just finish this fight, shall we?
It was you who attacked first.
Do you wish to finish this fight as he not like just mics to everything else? Or do you
Well,
wanna
we
finish
were
the part-
interrupted. So
Yeah.
let's deal with that guy.
just proceeds to just almost fluently as his brother says, all right, he just fluently goes behind him and just pulls out his freaking sword and just slices behind his back. And this was flanking, which means advantage. Thank God.
Wait. We don't know. We don't know if there's flanking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Roll that with advantage.
A 50.
Yeah, it hits.
Aw,
What
man,
are we
can't wait
doing for damage?
for damage?
Not bad.
You do realize a minimum for me is 9, right? Dueling is a
You-
wonderful thing.
You slice at his where in particular are you slicing, did you say?
Oh, it is just straight from his across his back. He is
Gotcha.
like not even looking at him as he just makes sure his arm just seems to slice behind his back as he just twirls it for another strike. As a bonus action, I will proceed to second wind myself into existence, and I will
Oh, wow.
automatically pace
Nice.
back up to full.
Well, you do a hefty amount of damage to Spenny. He like winces, and it's not anything official, but he like kind of like swipes at you, misses as you go past, and like that sword swipe hits, and he's just like, "Ugh, stop it! Let me just fight one-on-one."
Yes, and you'll hear
You
what's
lost
his
that
name? Mitch-
chance when you
Mitch-
hit at me.
Mitch let out a cry. No! Do not ruin the battle!
I'm sorry, you lost that chance when you swung at me.
Anything else from you, Suiryu?
Just a whistle that his dog knows.
Right on. Okay, Kiryu, next brother. What's up?
All right, I'm gonna go next to this guy. Yeah,
No! Not you!
get my get my gun sword up. Up high, and bring it down, slashing. While I slash, I also shoot. Even worse.
Even worse.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration.
Wonder on the better
That
part.
is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, what's
next.
the? Is it 36?
Yeah, 1d6.
Hoorah!
Do not make it a crit.
So you get a
Yeah, crit fail.
13, 12. Make 12.
Yeah, that's a 12.
That's pretty crazy. He is shaken on his feet, but he is on his feet, and he is just looking between the three of you like, nobody likes to fight fair anymore. You guys ever realize that?
That's what I'm saying, Mitch says. It's like, there's no point in fighting no more. And seems like Mitch doesn't want to fight this guy no more.
All right.
Hey now. You remember who your opponent is.
It's us
And,
now.
Kiryu, you got anything else for us?
No.
Word up. All right. Leadbelly.
I have two options here. I can go kill this guy, or I can go get that ship and take it for myself.
Let's be real here. That ship's probably more important to you right now.
Yeah.
You're
what
really
I'm
looking
thinking.
at these guys like they're threats?
Yeah, I'm gonna run. I believe I can make it right here for my turn, and I'm gonna yell persuasion at these guys. Can they hear me if I yell?
They're still on that stealth roll. They fully succeeded the stealth roll.
Oh, okay.
And they are not seen by anybody else in the battle right now.
I was right here. Yeah, I only have 30 feet of movement. if they can't be seen, I'll just. Should I just end my turn? Or I'm going to heal myself, actually. I'm going to cast Cure level 1. 7. I get 7 more HP. Let's go. That almost brings me up to full. And then I'll end my turn.
Arthur?
I'm gonna look at the goon in front of me and be like, mess with the dread, we're gonna be dead. No, I'm gonna shoot at him with my revolver at disadvantage because he's within melee. I'm gonna add my bardic inspiration onto that.
Nice, nice.
13. Let's
With
go.
that bardic, absolutely hits.
So as you remember, Leadbelly singing that wonderful pan flute solo, getting us all hyped up. I shoot this guy in the fucking face for 10 damage.
He falls over into the bits of Binky. He is no more. The Rivers pirates are quickly dwindling. There's only one fella left, it's looking like. Rivers is on the ground, like he's just crying. He's useless. He's just there. The direwolf will growl and kind of like prowl over to this side behind Spenny, but he is not going to do anything this time. He's just going to be there on the ready for an attack if Spenny tries to bolt. The fellows on the ship, like I said, are still within their stealth success roll. They're readying the ship for departure. There's also this fella though,
I gotta get out of here.
who has dropped his gun. He's been shot in the foot. He is just freaking out as well. And he looks at Arthur and he says, "Please, please, please, you have to stop the bleeding."
What? What in tarnation?
He cries,
Daga, Kotowaru.
With that, we're back to Spenny, who's looking between his three foes and decides to go for a Hail Mary. He's going to rear that palm back and slam it into Kiryu's face.
Well, he has decided who his opponent is.
Does that, do I dare say that hits? Okay.
No, not at all.
For 5 damage and knocking you prone, his palm connects with your jaw, face head first into the deck of the piece of wharf you're standing on.
Well, he's getting flashbanged.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How many does you have? I have 32.
Don't worry about it.
I can't say that. I probably have enough snacks as it is.
I am stunned. That totally
Flashbang at.
that wow, okay. That will
Oh, yeah. So he takes half.
way.
DC by 1.
It doesn't matter. He is still interrupted. The other half of his action economy is tanked because he is down. He just gives a scream as that flashbang hits him right in the face, and he like stumbles back and falls over onto his back beside the direwolf. As his back falls with a thud against the wharf, the last pirate with his foot shot into, just screaming there in front of the market stalls. Some of these stalls well ablaze. Thank you to whoever was doing art, by the way. Looks great. The stalls are pretty well ablaze at this point. Not unsalvageable, but quickly getting worse. Rivers is just weeping to himself, and you guys are kind of all scattered about. That will end with the Battle of Rio Machi and the Rivers Pirates figured out in your favor. Good job, you guys. That was fun.
It
That was
was
amazing.
Wow, that was looking very bad for y'all.
Just for a second. We came around.
I knocked out like 2 of your guys. I'm like, somebody triggered my reaction. My wolf went, "Thank you, wolf."
Don't forget, after this battle, they'll be your guys as well.
This was really interesting. Really good test for me as well of like where you guys are at. Each of you are like so just crazy. I love each of your characters. I just gotta say, I will probably. I was gonna say there's a lot of like beefy stuff going on that I love. I will probably be hollering at some of you between now and next session. We'll talk some stuff out. You guys also did level up, so we'll talk. I'll talk to each of you about your level ups if need be from that battle. Let's see. Speaking of next battle potentially, next session. I'm not too sure when that'll be locked in. If we can maybe tentatively say, there we go. That is crazy with the.
That is not crazy. Let's go, Josh.
No!
This is why you don't roll on stream.
Average.
Yeah, you get to take average.
No! This is insane.
Let's go!
I feel like this Roll20 game is like picking favorites between the brothers. And guys, I don't know what to do about that. That is not written in at all.
It is becoming a proven fact which one is slowly growing to be superior.
That's me. I'm the underdog.
Y'all are crazy. This was insane.
That knocks me up to 21, y'all. Let's go.
No, it's terrifying when the brothers fight. It's even worse when the brothers decide they want to fight you.
I'm at 25 HP now.
Let's go, dude.
I don't think I got the right dice for my shit. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'll check that out here in a second. But why don't we go around, starting with Lucas as Leadbelly, and just say our signing off messages for the chat today. Thank you for joining us, chat. You guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you, chat. We've had a lot of goats in here today, so it was pretty awesome. Really good, steady stream for our first run at things, if I'm saying so. Really glad to have all you guys here on the channel. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. Catch me on Rambling Addictions. I think I'm going to do it every Wednesday now. But yeah, I had a blast today, guys. This is my first time playing a captain. I think I caught that Luffy energy I wanted to fairly well, so I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped to see where we go next section.
Arthur, you wanna take us next?
Hi guys, it is I, SSJ, Cody, Special Grade Sorcerer of the Anime Manga Sphere, and I have had nothing but a blast playing as Arthur D. Morgan in Mikey's campaign. I can't wait to see what hijinks will entail later on. Be sure to catch more D&D games happening on this Saturday, where Lucas will also be playing as Reader. He's some guy in my campaign. He's really funny. Thank you so much again for having me on, and I'm gonna pass it off to my main man, Angel.
I enjoy the character Mitch. He's great for me, and if you want to see me playing a different character who's also related to Iron in some way, you can watch a Die Regulars stream on Saturday for D&D.
Yes, sir. What time is that, Angel?
6 p.m. EST.
Let's go. Josh, why don't you tell the people what's up? Tell them about your character, how much fun you had.
Yeah, I had fun. Even at the beginning, just talking to a corpse.
That was a highlight of the stream for me. I'm not gonna lie, that was great. Same with you, Drage. Why don't you tell the people what's up and how your time was today?
It was very interesting playing at first an antagonistic person who will probably still be antagonistic, but it'll be a very interesting day. So please follow more for the fact of this crazy brotherhood that you'll be seeing with me and Kiryu. Plus
Kiki
Wolf,
and
mind you.
Susu.
Oh my god.
No.
We'll all
Start
have
with
to
you.
come up with crew pet names.
Yeah.
For that said as well, the pet dog's name will be Seed if you haven't heard it when he was invoked before.
Oh,
So-
beautiful. I like that. Mikey, do you mind if I say some closing things in the stream?
For sure. One quick thing I want to, or a couple quick things actually. Like I said about next session, scheduling is a little bit sporadic, so no date locked in at the moment. We're looking to do this about 1 to 2 times a month or so, maybe if we're really lucky, 3 times a month. But we're all, like I said, pretty busy. I'm going to figure that out and lock that in and start promoting that as soon as we have it for you all. And I want to thank, again, everybody in the chat. I saw it just popping off the whole time. Y'all rule so hard, for real. Major love to the One Piece community. Major love to all my players. Guys, I don't want to say it too much, but really thank you for your patience with me as my first time DMing. I hope to only get better with y'all and learn your characters more, and most of all, just have fun on this ride. This was a great first session for me, and much love to the crew. Take it away, Lucas. Thanks for hosting us.
Hey, it's no problem at all. Yeah, I've been StrawHatLucas, guys. Like they all said, as soon as we have a date locked in, you guys can look on my channel, and it will be there. So you can click that little bell icon and get notified when we go live again. Yes, thank you guys all for being here today. And with that, we are ending the stream. Yeah, everybody have a good night.